going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Wednesday for Breaking the Narrative. I'm going to be talking to a very mysterious man. He wears a mask. He's pretty funny. He's just one of the most entertaining people on YouTube. It's Cecil. Hello, Cecil.
Hi, Nina. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
how are you?
Good.
I was about to go, hello, and then I
Hello.
realized that's your thing.
Oh, should I? You know,
Do it
let's
again.
do it over.
No, do it again. Do it again.
Hello.
Yes. How are you, man?
I'm good. I had a root canal today.
You had a root canal? Like today? Are you serious?
Yeah, I put a cap on my tooth. So.
Dude, I had a root canal like a few weeks ago and it didn't go well at all. And like the infection got into the bone, and I had like my face was like triple the size of what it is now. And it was like one of the most like painful experiences of my life.
That's why I don't go to dentists in Mexico, Nina.
I know, right? Oh my God. I want to like sue them so bad. What's going on with you though? How are you? Other than that, are you like in pain? Are you on meds?
I feel good.
Yeah. Did they give you medication?
I'm on something.
You're on something?
Yeah, and I'm gonna add a little something that they said not to add with the something that I'm taking right now.
Oh wow. Okay, so this is going to be one of those streams tonight. This is going to be a fun show. Well, Cecil, this is the first time you're here. And although I think that probably everyone in the chat knows who you are, please tell everyone who you are and where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube. I do about one video a month. I'm very well known, but I don't have a lot of content. I'm just a guy from the chat from a lot of shows, and mostly from Comicsgate and Ethan's show, and got invited on because I was funny in the chat, and started doing a few little videos here and there, and things snowballed, and just like an internet gadfly, or your internet drinking buddy. That's what I am. Like, you call me up, you said, come on. I said, all right, come on. I'll help.
Hell yeah. When I first found your channel, well, it wasn't really your channel that I found. It was Anna's channel.
Mm-hmm.
And, I obviously I was like, oh my God, I like her a lot. And I started following her around. And one of the things she did was this show called The Jack Show. So that's how I got to know you, is through The Jack Show. And I was an avid viewer of that show because I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know people do this kind of thing. Like at the time, I was really new to the whole YouTube live streaming game. So I was like, these people are actually crazy. Like, they're nuts. Especially this dude in the mask. Like, who is he? What is he? Like, what is the story here? I was so just like fascinated with your character. So tell me why it was that you decided to wear this mask and like create this kind of like mysterious persona around Cecil.
Well, because I have like a real life.
Really?
Yes. And I say like a lot of like outrageous things, and some of it's things I've done in my past that are that other people who know me don't know about me. I feel a lot more free telling questionable stories on air with a mask on. I'd probably be a lot more tight-lipped, or I think it just frees me up to tell, because I have had an interesting life and some funny shit, but some of that shit I just could never say with my face showing.
I mean, I've heard like you on the Jack Show say that your family doesn't even know that you do YouTube.
No one knows. No one in my family knows.
That's so crazy. One of the other things that I like also found fascinating about you is well, first of all, I think your age is a mystery to me, because every time I hear you talk to Anna, you're such a, I don't want to say like
a timeless beauty.
Yes, definitely that. But you have such a like an aura around you. Like you're a very intelligent person. I feel like
So
I really think like you're a very intelligent man. And I think that I can like I can tell from your experiences and the stories you tell that you've been through like a lot and you've seen a lot. Have you always like lived in New York and the States?
I've always lived in New York,
So you're a New Yorker through and through.
born in New York City. Yes.
That's really cool. One of the things that I really love to get to know about you was the fact that you question things like and I mean everyone in the sphere kind of does, but specifically you when the whole COVID thing hit, I felt like you were one of the first people that that I saw that was really questioning what was going on, especially with regards to New York and the things that were going down. So, like, have you always had this questioning mind, and have
Yeah.
you always been like this?
Yeah. Yes. And that's part of the thing that it's the whole question authority thing. Like when I was younger, I was, much more, I'm pretty liberal now, but I mean, I'm, but like, like Elon Musk would say, fucking, I would be considered like extreme right wing
Yeah.
right now. But I was always, and it was the people who like questioned authority and you questioned, big pharma and this, and it's all those people now are just lackeys and bootlickers, and it's just like, what the fuck happened? I mean, a lot of these people are my friends, and like they're like, oh, you're just like a right wing nut job now, and I'm just like, you're sucking Disney's dick.
I
Like you're
know.
sucking fucking Pfizer's cock right now, and you're calling me like you're what happened? Like what happened in your minds where you are unquestionably obedient to mega corporations that have a history of unreal abuse of people, and you're just like, no, Pfizer told me like they would never do anything. But
Yeah,
it's like,
because I mean, years ago, like you, since you're a liberal, years ago, it wouldn't have been a thing. Like remember back in the day when, we were questioning like Monsanto and GMOs and like big pharma and like they were a huge issue and people were really like that was
yeah,
a conversation and it's like you say all these people all of a sudden turned out to be like, oh, give me the jab, baby, and like, sign me
question
up.
question nothing. And in fact,
Zero.
if you see somebody questioning something, you point them out as the enemy.
Yes.
And it's like, what? There's no principles. The left has absolutely no principles anymore. I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you what they stand for. They're a shell. They're nothing of what they were. I remember like the stories of like the ACLU back in the 70s or 80s. There was like a group of KKK or not, and it was Nazis in Illinois. They
Like
wanted
actual Nazis.
they wanted to march in Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
and Chicago's like no. And then the ACLU came out and was like, we're going to defend them. They have a right to march. And it was all a bunch of Jewish lawyers that got them the right, and they've marched. And they were
Wow.
like, and I remember seeing this as a kid and being like, that is so crazy that there's that principled. And I started an interview, I think it was on 60 Minutes, and they were like, if they can silence them, they can silence me.
That's
So
right.
I fight for them because I'm fighting for myself. And I was like, these guys are, now it's like, the left is, if you say something you disagree with, I will shout you down, which is literally a Nazi tactic. It's literally they're doing, they have flipped 180, complete opposite, unrecognizable. There's absolutely nothing to admire about them. The left is disgusting at this point.
They're very lost, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with the idea of, the fact that I think personally that a switch was flipped, and again, because you've been around for so long, 9/11 and in New York.
You've been around for so long. I'm 39 years old.
You're 21 plus or whatever. But the idea that like during New York and the neocons and everything that happened after 9/11, like the Iraq war and everything like that, that party now funds the Democrats and are now basically in control of the Democratic Party. So what happened is the neocons kind of switched. So we're actually looking at this kind of bizarre ipso, like, pseudo liberalism, which is not liberalism anymore. It's actually,
Authoritarianism. That's what it is.
it is.
That's all it is. It's straight up. It's straight up like socialism, or it's socialist authoritarianism. It's insane.
It's very ugly, and it kind of came to light today again with this tweet here from Barack Obama that I noticed before we went live, and he's commenting on the very tragic shooting in Texas, and he wrote he wrote here, as we grieve the children of Uvalde. Is that how you pronounce that?
Sure.
Uh, let's go with that. Uvalde. We should take time to recognize that 2 years have passed since the murder of George Floyd under the knee of a police officer. His killing stays with us to this day, especially those who loved him. And then
Now,
he goes,
let me just say something. When I read this, I already retweeted fake news today by accident because there was somebody put out a fake thing that Kyle Rittenhouse won $22 million from The View.
what?
Like, oh.
Really?
Yeah, and I retweeted it because I knew there was a $60 million lawsuit that's still going on, and somebody made a story that said, "Oh, they settled for 22." Now I don't know, maybe it is true, but everybody's like, "This is unverified." So I already did a fake. When I read this, I wasn't sure if this was real because this is so insane. This tweet is so fucking insane. And Brittany Venti did her comment on it was Barack Obama just did. So there's some dead kids, but anyway.
Yeah.
That's literally what he did.
Yeah, literally. And basically decided to fan the flames of hate and division again. He goes on to say, in the aftermath of the murder, a new generation of activists rose up to channel their anguish into organized action, launching movements to raise awareness of systematic racism that elected you, a Black person, as the president, and need for criminal justice and police reform. He goes on to say some other bullshit. But the idea to me that first of all, a Black man.
The first line is a throwaway line. Like, so anyway, it's unreal that there's no need to get into anything else. One thing has nothing to do with the other. If you're going to make a statement about the shooting and the tragedy and express sympathy or condolences or outrage or anything like that, go ahead. That's your right. What the fuck is this?
Absolutely no empathy. Like there's nothing going on here but basically political virtue signal. And I think this is a direct tweet towards the governor of Texas, because I read an article that was describing what happened after the shooting, and it had described how the government had basically praised the law enforcement and the fact that they were able to take out the shooter, and had said lives were saved today because these men and women went into the line of fire. And, we wish they could have saved more, but they, unfortunately they couldn't, but they took the guy out. So here's Barack Obama basically making this tweet in response to that tweet, because I think that this is a response to that tweet, being like, hey, let's not forget that we hate law enforcement and that we want you guys to be separated, and hating law enforcement and defund the police and all this other junk on the backs of dead children, which is just completely so fucking morbid. Like it's disgusting.
Well, we saw what's his name? Beto O'Rourke went to go do a campaign thing at the fucking press conference with the police and first responders, and the sheriff there today was just like, he was like live on air, called him a fucking asshole.
Wow.
He's like, yo, you're disgusting that you're doing this right now, because he got up and made like a scene there about like gun lobby laws, and he's just like, they're announcing like who died, and it's like the official press conference with like the authorities there.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Like, these people have there's no empathy. Everything is an agenda. Everything is something that can be used to accelerate their fucking communist fucking worldview. And
it is very much like that. At least I feel like it is too. And the other part of this though is your country's nuts, Cecil. Like, no offense, but this is one of those things
I'm a
where
citizen of the world.
I'm sorry, even though I live in Mexico and we have a cartel, usually we don't shoot up fucking schools. Like, I don't understand what this is. This weird thing.
Nina, you motherfuckers play soccer with the enemy's heads, okay? Please.
Not anymore.
Look at the bragging in her voice. Not anymore, Cecil.
That was like so 200 years ago. Like
that was like February.
Oh my God.
No, that shit's been going on in like Mexico and South America forever, because I remember like in Jackson Heights in like the 80s and 90s, there used to be a back when newspaper stands and the kiosks were all over like every subway station. Mm-hmm. If you go into like a heavily Spanish area, and Jackson Heights at the time was all Colombian, and it would have this magazine called Alarma, and it would have the most brutal, bloody, full color newspaper headline. And I just remember I was a kid on the subway, and I'm looking at this fucking paper, and it was a dude's face stretched over. So they peeled it off his skull and put it over a soccer ball. So it was just it was like, it looked like a rubber mask on a soccer ball, and I'm staring at it, and then it shows yes, it was like a front page. It was nuts. It was like,
that's insane. Like the few porn even back then. That is fucking insane, dude. Oh my gosh.
Somebody know anything about that newspaper? I think it was called Alarma. I should look it up.
What was this about, like Mexico, or was it about somewhere else?
It was about just all like the cartel. Back then, the Colombians were big with like, there was a huge cocaine thing going on in New York. But it was, you know, to me, it was everything south of Texas is Mexico. For most New York.
Oh, I see.
Until you get old enough to differentiate, like
sure,
North America, Central America. It's like, it's Mexico. It's like,
that's 200 Watt Studios. Cecil's right. I remember that the name the ball was
Wilson.
My God, that's insane.
Let me see if I could find Alarm. I think it was called Alarma.
Try and find the picture. While you do that, I'm going to hit some of these super chats that came in early. Matt Hep, thank you so much for the 5. Says, no one cared who Cecil was before he put on the mask.
That's true.
See, it's the aura of that mystery. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was intrigued because of the mask too. Otherwise, I think I would have been like, whatever.
Repulsed. Oh, it says it's a Mexican newspaper. Okay.
Oh, is it? Oh my God, that's hilarious. 200 Watt Studios for 2 says, what's up, Nina and Cecil? Turtle love to you both. Turtle love to you. Cecil, that's in reference to the fact that I have turtle noises on my channel because we talk about really fun, cute things on my show, Infinite Hope. And one of them is the turtle sex noise, because I think it's hilarious. Have you ever heard that before?
Yes. It's the little turtle banging like a slipper or something, right?
No, this one's actually banging a turtle.
I don't know if I could show this on your channel.
Then don't.
I mean, it's insane. Somebody did compile a bunch of the covers, but these are from, oh my God. These are from like the 2000s. So this thing's still going.
Wow, this thing's still going.
Oh my God. Oh my Lord. This is awful. This is
wow.
This is from 2010 December. It's the front page is arms cut off here.
Oh no.
And they're crisscross, and in it is the dude's skull. It's a decapitated head with the eyes are still in the skull, and it's the face peeled off. And
I don't want to see that. No,
it's the front page. It's
dude. Is it like tabloids? Is it like a Mexican tabloid?
It's a Mexican newspaper. Like I think it's a weekly paper, but I just remember them being like it's all about the drug war. Oh my God.
Oh my God. What should people search for if they want to go look at this?
It's on something called let me see what the name of this website is. Cult Nation, but the cult is with a V. So it's cultnation.com. And then just put, look for Alarma. It says Gore, real life faces of death, Alarma front pages. So somebody, I mean, they're only going into the 2000s. So this has been going on for 30 something years, as far as since when I saw it in the 80s. So
that's crazy.
And I don't know if it's going on to the 70s. So there must be, yeah, I could drop a link in the chat. That's true.
Yeah, drop the link in the chat. Are you modded? Let me say something in the chat and I'll mod you so you can drop the link.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. There you go. I wrote something in Finland. Finnish.
Where are you? Cecil says.
I'm right over Spike.
Oh, there you are. I had to like approve your comment. Okay, there you are. Add moderator. Okay, there. Now you are modded and you can drop that link.
Okay, so I don't know if I could find the actual one with the soccer ball because it's from like the 80s. Although I bet they've done it to more than one guy. That might be a common.
Most likely it's happened before.
Yeah, it did. I just remember like realizing, like I remember laughing at it when I first saw it because I was like a kid, and you're just like, oh, and then you're like, oh, that's real. Like that's someone's face.
That's so messed up. Oh my God. That's hardcore though, to put that like in the news.
Dude, you got to take a look at these covers. All right, here's the
I don't know if I want to see that right now. Anna's double
know about
chin.
the country you're staying in that you're bragging about is so crime free. Like,
it's amazing.
Americans with your crime.
I never said crime free. I just said we don't
pick up an alarm.
Hey,
stop burying your head in the sand.
No. I never said crime free. I just said we don't do school shootings. There's, people get decapitated all the time. Sure, like that.
Sure, fine. I admit there are a bit too many decapitations for my liking, but
people just don't go around shooting up schools. Like kids don't go into schools.
Well, that's because every teenager isn't put on psychodepressants there. We do that here.
They do that there too.
No,
the psychodepressants?
Smoke the weed, man.
No, come on. Everybody's on drugs nowadays. Big pharma. Come on now.
My God. There's a dude with an axe stuck in his head.
Good Lord. Is this Russell Hall, Anna's double chin?
Yes.
For tonight, I shall simp for the one and only Cecil, is what he says. Thank you, Russell Hall.
Can you guys scroll down? You'll see a dude with an axe buried in his head. Then one with just the dude's head bashed open. He looks alive. Then a guy in a driver's seat with a knife stuck in his chest. And then the one underneath that's the one that caught my eye. It is the arms holding up a skinned skull. Oh boy. Yeah, these are just like recent ones, or there must be hundreds and hundreds of these fucking papers. So it'd be
we don't hear anything like that in Cancun. We're very, very like, what's the word? Sheltered here. They don't want to scare away the tourists.
Yeah, I remember there was one incident a couple years ago, maybe a year or two in Cancun, and it was like it made news here because it's like that's unheard of.
Yeah, there's shootings usually, like when it happens though, it's all very cartel related. So and like if somebody dies that's like a tourist, usually it's because they fucked around with the cartel, like they didn't pay the dude or something went down, and they were just looking for trouble. It's like, I just don't understand why people come here and look for drugs. It makes no sense to me. I'm like, why are you fucking around, man? Like, don't fuck around in Mexico. Go do your drugs at your house, like in a safe location. But I don't know.
Because they're on vacation, man. They want to do drugs.
Just drink. Just drink your pain away.
Listen, you're preaching to the choir.
200 Watt Studios for 2 says Cecil's very old and perverted homeless grifter. I don't know about any of that. I did see something else recently that made me think of you again, because you're a New Yorker. I think it was Ice-T that tweeted it. Let me see if I can find it. But it was they removed the last what's it called? Phone booth in New York.
Yeah.
Did
I'm old enough to remember the ones you would go inside.
I do too. Do you remember? Do you or like did you pour one out for the last phone booth?
I was I think it's dangerous not to have them. Like it should be at least like they always did. Like if you were being chased or mugged or something, you could always hit operator or 911 from a phone booth. And now it's like if you got your fucking phone stolen, you're fucked.
I know. It's like
How do you
shouldn't
call the
they
cops
have
if you
it just for
all
emergencies?
right,
I mean,
you
not
just got
everybody has a
mugged.
phone.
Yeah, you just got mugged and they took your phone. How do you call the police or help if you're stabbed or shot? Like,
I guess you're shit out of luck.
I know there'll be 20 people filming you, but none of them want to.
None of them were willing to call the cops.
I'm not. Somebody else do it. I don't want to lose this footage.
It's like this is the old story I heard about New York too, like where they were talking. This is like way before Me Too, and they were talking about like if you're getting raped in New York, don't yell rape or like don't do the whistle because nobody will pay attention. Just yell fire because they'll pay attention to that, but they won't pay attention if you're yelling out that you're being raped. They won't care.
Well, here's a thing. Another trick is they really won't come for anything unless you say, if you really want police to show up quick, say they just attacked the cop.
Oh,
And you'll have half the force there in a fucking minute.
Cop
if you're
down.
like, I'm getting beaten up or they're breaking in, they'll be like, yeah, somebody will be there in about 2 hours. But like they're beating up a cop. They'll be like, woo! You'll fucking see.
They're all there.
They're
Oh
all
my
there.
God.
So
That's crazy.
That's a little life hack for New York. Say a
Good
cop.
to know. Good to know. 200 Watt Studios for 2 says he wears a mask because he'd be recognized by furries. Why? Are you a furry?
No.
Okay. Thanks, Russell Hall. 200 Watt Studios. Jin sends a $1.99 super sticker, which I don't know what it is, but thank you for the super sticker. I think
it's a I don't know what it is either. I'm looking at your.
It's a doggy with hearts. Thank you. It's the farting doggy. And I just saw members chat. Thank you so much from Damar Holness says, hey Nina, will you ever be returning to Canada? Not until they accept my pure blood S and I can actually live in the country.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on you. I'm just excited. Member chats are now green in StreamYard.
They are?
Yeah, you're in StreamYard. How could you tell it's a member chat?
I went to look at the super sticker in the real chat and then I saw the member chat.
I'm in. Yeah, it looks like they finally broke that that.
Because I don't see my real my.
Are you in StreamYard and look at the comments in StreamYard? Do you see any green ones?
No.
Am I losing my mind?
Yeah.
TZ Burton, isn't that a member?
No, the one that I was saying was Damar Holiness. Wholeness. Member for 2 months. Thank you. But yeah, I don't see those yet.
How can I see them? I can see your member chats, I'm pretty sure. Could a member do a chat right now? Say, I'm a member.
No, it's the green ones that come out. It's like you send a free member chat, like a super chat.
Right. Oh yeah, I see the green ones. That's a free super chat, right?
Yeah, but no, I don't see it on my end. It doesn't come up at all.
Boosh McFadden.
Mm-mm.
There we go.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's the one. It's the last one.
Yeah, I see that, but he says Damar. What an unfortunate name.
It's not green on your screen.
It is, but it's not a member chat like the one that he sends for free, like the free ones that they send. That's like a super chat. It's like a new one that they do. I guess you don't have that many members on your channel, so you don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
Get Anna to explain it to you.
Okay.
Sarah Chi 87 for 2 says, to Buffalo and Texas incident, get your legal firearms. Yes, I guess. I just feel like I think that there's a craziness issue that needs to be addressed more than the firearm
issue. Listen, you go around New York. We used to have a thing called Bellevue Hospital. It's for fucking nut jobs. There was a place called Creedmoor. There were mental hospitals all over New York because they go through the subway and there'd be somebody smearing their feces on the windows of the subways and taking off their clothes. And they'd go, okay, I could take this guy to jail and treat him like, hey, sir, you know you're breaking the rules. Or we can make a judgment call and say this dude's out of his fucking mind and take him to a mental hospital. There are no mental hospitals anymore.
No.
So they take them to jail, and there's no jail now. It's release. It's catch and release. There's no bail.
It's crazy.
There are people getting arrested multiple times a day. They're insane and violent. They get taken to the station, and then they're released immediately and get taken by another cop to the station over. And then what happens is, now that's been going on, the cops don't even bother. They're like, what's the point?
See, and that's the crazy thing to me, because I think like the conversation around mental illness has become so kind of diluted and weird again, also because of the whole the pronoun brigade and all the actual crazy people that are, just they have TikToks or whatever, and they keep making these like completely schizophrenic like videos, and you're like, well, you're just a crazy person. And back in the day, they used to kind of get you a doctor because you have multiple personalities, and
right.
They put you in an institution and try and help
right.
you.
You didn't have to be put. There were levels. There were places for the criminally insane and super violent, and then there was somebody who was like a 50-year-old guy who thinks he's a 6-month-old baby, and like, I don't know about. And it's like, he's not really hurting anyone, but like he's walking around the neighborhood in a diaper. So we'll put him in a low level, like he has day release and stuff, and we'll try to give him treatment so he stops shitting himself on the bus and saying a goo goo gaga. Like I mean, there'd be levels, but now it's like no one goes anywhere. Everybody has a lifestyle choice. It's a lifestyle choice. No, it's like cool.
It's like, no, bro.
Chris Rock had a routine. He was like, what happened to the word crazy? How come no one's crazy? Yeah, that's fucking it. It's like, what the fuck happened to the word? Like, I've had friends that were like, crazy Bobby, it's like, there was regular
crazy Bobby. I remember when everyone had like that kind of nickname.
There was crazy in your group. It would be like, oh, Bobby. No, crazy. It was crazy Bobby. It was the one who you knew was going to go to jail. It was
right.
It's like,
and like now it's like, now you would be insensitive if you called him crazy Bobby, and you'd be like, but this is crazy Bobby. He's the fucking one that will shoot you if you like, step on his toes or something like that.
Right.
Oh my God. Yeah, we don't have distinctions anymore. Speaking of crazy people, I saw, by the way, thank you, Matt G, for the $1. I saw a TikTok video today, or like from Libs of TikTok. And I gotta admit, I kind of laughed because this girl's name is Anna. So I
saw this one too.
I was like, we gotta watch this. Shout out to John Talks.
By the way, this is an even weirder, me and you, we know her behind the scenes. She actually does live this lifestyle, which is just so weird that her name's also Anna. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I feel like someone should like remake this with Anna, like that Star Wars girl Anna, and then like put like Cecil on one of the strings, and like Henry Cavill and like Peaches, and like
can somebody deep fake Anna onto this woman? That would be so fucking fun.
Oh, here it is. I laughed so hard. I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry. We love you. We love you.
Hi, my name is Anna.
Wait.
My name is Anna, and I'm in a polyamorous relationship. Normally, when people think polyamory, they think 2 women and a man in a throuple type relationship together, but that's not what polyamory is.
Oh, stop right there.
I mean, that's
oh my God, I need to stop. She's nuts.
It's not normally when people think. Normally, people don't think about it. Like, you started off wrong. Normally, when people think about no, I'm gonna stop you right there, sweetie. Normal people don't think about this at all.
Normal people don't think about this at all. And when if they do think about polyamory, they're like, usually they're
Mormons, like, maybe.
Yes, or like, I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying?
You're
like
fucking weird swingers.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was the other thing. Like they used to be known as swingers, and now it's like there's all these.
Yeah. That's too old fashioned. We know what you are. You're a swinger, and you're trying to fucking zhuzh it up with fancy words. It's like, you're a creep. You're a bunch of creeps that fucking, want to. It used to be like a 75-year-old dude and like this is my wife, and there's like a 25-year-old girl there. I would
100%, like the key parties, like when they would go. And they would
if you want to fuck her and let me watch, that'd be cool. Oh, I'm gonna go stand over there. Thanks for the offer, pal.
like,
One type of polyamory, but polyamory is an umbrella term for many different types of non-monogamous relationships.
no, it's not. It's not an umbrella term. These people they keep making shit up.
This is narcissistic. You've never developed interests or personality, so now you make up fucking. It's like them learning to speak Klingon, except like it's like they made up a fake language that they all speak, and they're like it's Pig Latin.
It is. They just make shit up. They're like, today we're gonna have a new word, and this chick is gonna go into her vocab.
Relationships. I call my type of relationship a polycule or a constellation. Because
she made that up. Like
right now, a tranquilizer dart should hit her in the neck, and then she should just lump over, and like two dudes should just drag her to a fucking ambulance.
Oh my God!
I call it a molecule or constellation. What did you?
She's not what? What did she call it? A polycule.
Polycule, because it's like a molecule right there. She should just slump.
I call my relationship type a polycule. Pule or a constellation.
Right now, her mom would be on the phone with Bellevue right now. Yeah, she's
we need help again. She's making up words again. Oh my God.
Because it looks like a molecule or a constellation. There are several people.
I like how she like the way she says it. Like, look at her eyes.
Yeah.
And the way she says it, it's like because it's like a molecule or a constellation. Like she's like expecting us to be there with her already. Like be with her crazy. Like you guys are like, how do you not get this? Like you were so crazy for not getting this.
But this is what goes back to what I was saying. They are question nothing. Go along with everything. Oh, I'm gonna go down this crazy fucking road with you about your
it's like, how about no?
Thruple, how about no? Go fuck yourself, weirdo.
Yeah, hold on. I actually do have that clip. Where is it? God, missed opportunity on that one. I can't see it anymore. Oh, there it is.
How about no?
Yeah, I remembered like people used to pull this bullshit in the 90s too, like, but it was never at this level. I just remember I was at a party in the Hamptons or something. This girl had like a pentagram around her neck, and she was actually pretty cute. And I just said, "What's that?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm a witch."
Oh no,
I'm a witch.
Yeah, she's a Wiccan.
Yeah, and I just said, "Oh, that's so boring." And I walked away. And my friend was sitting there like watching, and he just fucking was like crying, like, because her whole thing is like when you're wearing a pentagram going to a party, it's a fucking summer party, and you're fucking. It's because you haven't developed a personality. You're a fucking boring idiot, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna talk about some goddamn love spell for fucking 2 hours, and some asshole is gonna sit there and listen, hoping to get laid. Rarely do. Just
Was that you?
Bother. Don't bother with. Don't fucking engage these idiots. The problem is that girl would be like one in a party of 100. Now it's like there's like 90, and there's 10 normal people.
Okay, don't lie, Cecil. How many Wiccan chicks did you bang?
I mean, I didn't say I never banged a Wiccan chick. I'm just saying that I think the problem was I had just banged a Wiccan chick, and then I just ran into this one, and I was just like,
you're out.
I've had my full of this particular brand of fucking bullshit, so I'm gonna stop.
Did you ever bang a Wiccan chick that was like, I'm gonna do a spell on you now?
No, I banged a Cuban chick, and I got along with her fine, but it was like a distance thing, and I had options, I was just
sure.
And I broke up, and she literally called me up, and it was like, my grandmother practices Santeria, and you're fucked. And she's like, we're putting a black curse on you. And like,
is that like the voodoo shit?
It's like Santeria is like, yeah, it's like a Voodoo would be like Haitian and Black Caribbean, and Santeria is like Hispanic Caribbean, like
okay.
Puerto Rican, like that type of shit. So it's like it's an offshoot of like a mix of witchcraft and Catholicism. But anyway, she just like in a straight fucking like in like now you're fucked kind of way. She was just like, I just want you to know, I spoke to my grandmother about you, and she practices Santeria, and you're fucked because we're putting a black curse on you, and this, and I was just like, all right.
Do you think the curse worked?
It's like, yeah, I'm like, how would I notice if somebody put a curse on me? Fuck
Yeah,
off.
but looking back on your life now, do you think it worked?
Yes. I think we both know the answer to that, Nina.
It was a rhetorical question.
It took a while, but it hit. It finally landed.
Okay, let's see what else this crazy bitch has to say.
There are several people involved in various different ways, and more people have joined than the last time I did one of these. So let's give a little update. I'm sure
Oh my
you can
God.
follow along just fine.
This is not the first time, and it probably won't be last. It's been a while since I did one of these and like told you about like the word that I made up. So here's another one.
Bullshit lifestyle, and you're going to be interested. And I don't know if anybody's actually watching, but like no one will put up with this shit in real life. This is why you have to do it on TikTok, because she would get 30 seconds with me. It would, the Wiccan would be way more. The Wiccan's more interesting than this. It's like,
For sure.
I'm fucking Spencer, but not Julian. And it's like, who gives a fuck?
Oh
Fuck
my God.
you.
Yeah, let's get into that. This is great.
Okay, so in the center of it all is obviously
Santa.
me. Here's me, in case you forgot. I run this account. I have bright orange hair. I am married to Jake. There's Jake, super cute. We currently live together.
Well,
I am also dating.
Wait, that guy was not super cute.
Go back to Jake. Jake is busty and breaking buttons on his shirt from his titties.
Bro.
Bro.
I like how like she's got like the fucking pronouns for each one of them, and she calls them by it, like cause she calls the other one they, and I'm like, fuck off with this. Like I can't believe these people actually do this kind of shit.
None of them developed a fucking personality at all.
No.
All this is it. They talk about pronouns and fucking. Meanwhile, all she shouldn't do is, the weird thing is, I didn't actually watch this. I was listening to this in my car. It had so I didn't actually see. This is the first time I'm seeing Jake. I saw Anna because it was like the right-headed one up, but I was just kind of like listening to shit in my car, so I'm not watching it. It's just over my speakers. So now that I gotta look at Jake.
Oh, this is gonna get even better for you then. Just watch.
I am also dating Spencer. Here, Spencer, we've been together for a while, but are not current.
Spencer's cuter though. Spencer's cuter.
Yes, this is Jake is got some money, I'm gonna guess, and maybe a career, and he may have a skill of some sort that's worth something. She doesn't want to fuck him under any circumstances.
No.
Spencer is broke and probably living in the bed with her while Jake slips on the cut couch, and for some reason he gets laid because he's kind of cute, right?
He's cuter.
Yeah.
But he's also the one that like gets her like the soy latte in the morning. Here, sweetie, I got you a soy latte.
And then he hands it to her and then hands Jake his credit card back.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Currently living together. I am also dating Ellie. She's my newest relationship with.
So that's Ellie. Bang or pass on this one?
No fucking way.
No? Not your type? All right.
Just as important as all the others. Now, Ellie is platonic life partners with Izzy. Here's Izzy.
Good Lord. What the fuck is happening?
His name might as well be Scuzzy. First of all, take a look. These are their best pictures. Like that,
right.
That's why you're like this girl. And I'm like, this is the best picture they have of that girl. This is the best picture because she's like, I'm going to do a video. Which one can I use? And they probably spent an hour. This one, she's a monster.
It's Lestat.
And that just means they plan on spending the rest of their lives together without any romance or sex involved. Now, Izzy is also casually seeing Spencer.
Casually.
There's Spencer again, just in case you forgot. Remember,
Wow.
Spencer is dating me, and I am married to Jake. Now, Jake is currently dating Rocket. This is Rocket. They are very hot and very tall.
Okay, so they
Yeah.
Rocket.
Rocket
What they
is Rocket. Rocket seems to be born female and living the tomboy lifestyle. They.
Right.
Rocket could clean up. I could clean Rocket up into something, I think. But here's the thing.
What if he was born a male, though? Are you still into that?
No, I'm not messing with the plumbing. It's just like buying a house. It's like, you know what I mean? Just make sure it doesn't have plumbing issues.
Oh my God. Make sure there's no mold.
It's like, check for mold, check the pipes.
Oh, fuck.
It's, I got to get an inspector. But here's what it seems to be. There's only like one attractive person so far, and it seems to be Spencer. And everybody's trying to fuck Spencer.
Everybody's banging Spencer. Yeah. But okay, so the guy, the husband though, is banging this one too. Sorry,
yeah, this is a chick. I mean,
I think it's a woman, but
yeah,
I don't.
This is a woman, but just.
Maybe it's like a trans woman. I don't know.
It's a woman, born a woman, I would guess, and trying to be no, because if it was a man being a woman, it would be they. So it's a girl trying to be a boy. It's tomboy.
Oh, okay. Wow. I fucking can't keep up with the shit.
Oh, Rocket also has another long-term relationship with his girlfriend. Also has a queer platonic relationship with another partner. These partners don't wish to be included, which is perfect.
These partners were like, fuck off with this. I don't want to be anywhere near your damn TikTok.
Who cares? Like, this is the fact that you would make this video because you're like, I'm so interesting, and my molecule of sex, and it's like, so far no one's having sex with anybody. Everybody's just trying to fuck Spencer. The only person that looks like a humanoid.
Well, Spencer and also the other guy, because the husband is also banging that
Izzy.
Yeah.
Izzy is fucking Spencer, and she's fucking Spencer. Jake, right. I think, is financing everything.
Jake is fine, but that means y'all are not going to push to see them. Now remember, I am only dating Ellie and Spencer, and I'm married to Jake. Those are the only 3 people I'm involved with. This person, and Izzy could all have other partners. But seeing as they're not involved in my inner polycule, I don't know, and that's okay. Anyways, this is why we call it a polycule or a constellation.
Oh my God! I hope someone in your polycule gets monkeypox. Just wipes you all out.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Be gone.
I just don't even know what this is. What I mean though, like the mental illness is being
fucking
so
narcissism. It's a narcissism. Imagine me just having a yarn on a fucking corkboard with pins going, this is when I dated so-and-so. And then after I had a 3-month with it, it's like, aren't you all interested in every aspect of it? It's like, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck.
No one cares. Like, absolutely no one cares who you're banging.
The only thing interesting is how much, like, how out of touch you are with reality. Like, that you think every fucking move you make is document worthy.
Right.
No one cares.
It's this new era, man.
Izzy's gonna bring AIDS into the group with a fucking dirty needle any day now. And
monkeypox now.
Monkeypox.
Yeah. But AIDS is that's like a thing of the past now. It's like the new thing is monkeypox.
It's quaint at this time.
Jean Carrier, thank you so much for the $4.99. Says Obama is a charlatan and one of the main architects for woke nonsense. Very true. Russell Hall with the $2 says, I'm Russell Hall.
I knew it.
Is this like a Spartacus thing? Like, I'm Russell Hall. I don't know.
We'll see how many people stand up.
Yeah. Nobody. Anna's double chin for 2 says, I'm Nico, flappy arm Cecil.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right. Russell Hall for 2 says, free donuts. That's how you reliably call a cop. Wow. Hey, that's good. That's actually useful.
Donut shop's on fire.
Free donuts. It's free donuts. Come out. Patrick T, thank you so much for the $4.99. Says, I'm from NOLA and North LA. Is that what it is? No,
that's New Orleans.
Oh, okay. And have visited Cancun. Cancun seems like a Vander Stool's playground, just saying. It's the greatest place on earth.
I've been to Cancun a few times.
I love it. I love this
I like
place.
it. Yeah.
It's fantastic. If
I
next
think I
time you
told
come
the story.
out, hit me
I
up,
got into a fight
Cecil.
with I got into a fight with an old man on the beach there.
You did. Oh yeah, you did. And then you throw their suitcase in the
I
ocean
threw
or
their
something.
shit. Yeah, it got, and then but the Mexicans loved me because the guy was Argentinian, and they're like,
Oh, they don't like Argentinians.
well, I got treated like fucking gold after
Oh,
that.
that's
Everybody
great.
was just like, oh yeah, because they're like, and then like one of the bartenders was like, the Argentinians come here and they treat the Mexicans like they're fucking slaves. Like they talk down to them, and it's like
Mhm.
very and and then like that guy was the worst, and then I got into a fight with him, and they were just like they literally dragged out a cabana and put it in front of his cabana. Like he couldn't see the ocean, and they gave me that cabana.
Oh my God. I love Mexicans. They're so like that I totally believe I
They
totally believe it.
They pulled the fucking. I was there with my girl. I'll tell the story really quick since I don't
Go
know.
ahead, please.
It's not that long a story. I have a cabana with my girlfriend. We go in the ocean. I come back. All of our stuff is thrown all over the sand. And this fucking dude and his wife are in our cabana. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, we were here this morning.
That's fucked up.
And I was like, yeah?
Yeah, but you left.
And you left. And he's like, oh, no. He's like, you get out of here. And I went at it. Like we were fucking.
Were they white?
They were Argentinian.
They were like, okay, but
yeah,
like,
they were white. Yeah,
yeah.
They were probably German, really. And yeah, why is your name Klaus if you're from Argentina? That's weird. So anyway, I got into like and like all of like staff came running over and stuff, and I was like fucking screaming at this dude. I was like, I'll fucking and I started throwing all his shit like fucking into the water. I was like fucking going crazy. I like lost it because he was just such a fucking asshole. Like he was so arrogant, like to be like, oh, I was
that's fucked up.
Like
I mean, he was asking for it.
That's like somebody taking your rental car and be like, I rented that last week. It's mine. It's like, no. I'm here now. It's mine now.
Yeah.
Asshole. And you have to actually order them. Like I said, I need a cabana. They sent me a cabana.
I know.
Yeah, it's like
I know the drill here. You pay for that shit.
Yeah. And so anyway, they're like they settled everything down, and then they came walking over with a brand new cabana, like 3-4 fucking guys carrying it, and they planted it right in front of his. Like he couldn't see the ocean, and fucking.
That's funny.
And he got up in like 5 minutes and left, went back to his room. But I was just like. And they kept like a security guard there because I wanted to kill him. I was like, fucking.
I mean, I would too. The dude threw your shit in the water. It's like, fuck you. Or like away.
He didn't throw my shit in the water. They threw
the shit in the water.
Yeah. I was like fucking.
But still, fuck that guy. I mean, I don't understand why people do that kind of thing because you don't know who you're messing with, especially in Mexico. See, that's one of the things that you don't want to do is you don't want to mess with anyone because you don't know who they know.
Arrogant.
You don't want to end up in alarma, okay? Because the dude's cousin might be related to somebody who runs a cartel or something like that. And then you're fucked, You just don't mess around with people in Mexico.
Like I wasn't the girlfriend I had at the time was not a real one. She was like, no, just let it be. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, bitch, take my side. You know what I mean? Like
you want to ride or die.
This is not the time.
Right.
It's not the fucking time for debate, And yeah. But even
so it's safe to say it was over after that trip.
What's that?
Is it safe to say it was over after that trip?
Well, she was gorgeous, so it lasted a little while longer.
Oh, okay.
But it was over in my brain. Like it's not going anywhere.
Oh,
but yeah, it was just like as soon as I get into a fight with somebody, it's like, yeah, I want to see you breaking a bottle on the bar, getting ready to stab them. I don't want you talking me out of punching them. Like that's not where I want you to be.
I don't know what I would do. I think it depends on the situation. I think because I'm I'm a peacekeeper, like I'm a lover, not a fighter kind of person. So I'd want to obviously like not have you go to prison that night, or like some, you know, my boyfriend or my
I
husband,
wasn't
or
gonna
whoever,
stab him or
you
anything.
know,
It was gonna be, you know, it was like
yeah, but no, I mean, I would rather like not escalate it. But if like, you know, if the dude's in the middle of a fight, you know, and you're
it's
with
already
them,
gone. It's been escalated, and
yeah, it's already there.
I was not the aggressor. You know?
Right.
It was like someone grabbed my shit and threw it. Anyway, the story went way longer than I wanted to, but it was like, yeah,
No worries.
it was but the Mexicans were like, oh my God, I wish I could get into a fight with an Argentinian every time I go to Mexico. I was treated like gold. Like, we're like celebrities at every.
Now it's like you're gonna like try and track down like Argentina. Here, you're Argentinian. I'm gonna fucking kick your ass now.
They were so happy. They were like, oh, they're such assholes to us, man.
It's true. They don't like them here. 200 Watt Studios for 5 says, in all seriousness, thank you for the good wishes on my house. I accepted an offer and it's in escrow. Pray that the inspection tomorrow goes well. Well, hopefully it's not going to have any mold. The piping is going to be okay. And you're going to be just fine. 200 Watt Studios. Prayers for you. Anna's Double Chin for 5 says, Cecil used to be funny, risked his life for it while he tried burning down a house, get beat up by kids, vomit, and still insult Judy. Legendary video. I have no idea what any of this means.
That's basically, I made a video. It was, well, you know, Diversity in Comics, Zach, or he was like,
I know Zach. Well, I've heard of Zach.
Yeah, he's the original Comicsgate guy. So I, one of them, people don't argue with me over this, but so I did when I did a video, it was me doing like a parody of him, and he was Diversity in Comics, and I was diversity, inclusion, compassion, and kind.
Right.
So it was me. So I would do comic book reviews, and he would always do reviews, and it would be about all the woke stuff being garbage. But my reviews would be the woke stuff is the best shit out there, and then I would take like a classic comic book, and then I would have them, and then the loser would go into a shredder, and I would take like sometimes a really valuable comic because I just have so many comics and shred it. And people were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh my God.
So I was doing that. And then I did one video where.
How long is the video? Can we watch it?
I guess we could watch it. This was the one where Ethan Van Sciver saw it and was just like, this is the funniest shit. I want you to come
pull it up. Let's watch it. I've never seen it.
This is my origin story, really.
Okay, let's watch your origin story. What I've seen from you that I was like on the floor was the Dorothy video you did about the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
That was freaking hilarious. I was like, this guy's a freaking genius. It's hilarious. Hey, Yellow Flash is in the chat. Hi, Yellow Flash.
What's up, Flash? Flash is coming to Houston. I found out today.
Nice. That's going to be a good time. I wish I could go.
Ooh, YouTube wants, I'm a valued creator.
Thanks for the $5, Yellow Flash. Yeah, they asked me for my opinion too. And I was like, you can fuck off.
No, I'm going to answer it, but not right now.
I was going to answer it. And then they were asking like so many questions that I was like, I don't care. And then it crashed mid-survey. And then I tried to go back into it and then restarted the survey. And I was like, I'm not giving you any more of my time. And that was it. Isn't that crazy?
No. Oh my God.
Thank you so much for that $5. Anna's Double Chin. Matt G for $2 says Cecil knows the mental hospitals very well. LOL. Wow.
You know.
He's insinuating that you spent a lot of time there.
I know what he's insinuating. It's scurrilous. Baseless accusations.
200 Watt Studios for 2 says, come on, Cecil. She's right in your crazy wheelhouse. I don't know what you're.
Oh, I think he's talking about
like the Anna girl.
Yeah. I don't want to get in there throllicule. I got enough fucking problems. That's how I've become so jaded. Like I don't really talk about if I date anybody really, but when I meet somebody and they start telling me that, I'm just like, I don't want to know about your kids. I don't want to know. I just tap out. I'm like, I'm such an asshole nowadays.
Are you when you date someone? Yeah. Are you into the whole like online dating thing now, like the swiping and shit, or are you still old school? Like, are you going to bars and?
I have not. I've never been on a dating app ever.
I
could still Yeah, you got to meet me in person. I'm not, I listen. No one's falling in love with me when they see me, but if I make you laugh and get a few drinks in you, I can get you on your back.
Do you show up to the first day with the mask?
Not this one. It has a zipper on the mouth. The one I bring.
201 Studios for Two says, "I'm that a polycule. I go by name Itchy." Oh God.
Okay, so I think I've I kind of dropped the mask, but my whole routine was that I was super progressive. I kind of the act has kind of dropped. I still am liberal, but I was never, awoke.
I know.
So the whole thing was me doing reviews, being doing the opposite of what Zach would do. I would love all the woke shit and hate the old stuff. So this is the video.
Okay. And then last super chat for now says $1.99 from Deranged Lunatic, aka DL Cecil. Where did you get your beanie?
Oh, you get this on Amazon. Somebody sent me this as a gift, and then actually it wore out. There's one over here somewhere. I can't see shit now. So here's the old one. It just the one I lost an eye, and it's like the threads are coming apart on it. So I bought another one on Amazon.
Okay. Here we go. Cecil's origin story.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Diversity, Inclusion, Compassion, and Kindness in Comics. I am back. I know it has been a while since I've done another, a video, but there is a good reason for that. That's because I almost died during the filming of the last video I made. That's not even a joke. That sounds like a joke. That's a horse statue.
I'm laughing at it.
Well, that sounds like I'm joking, but something really actually did happen during the filming of the last video.
Why do you sound so gay?
What I'm going to do for this video is instead of doing a straight...
Wait, you're muted.
That was kind of the whole thing. I was,
okay, so you're doing that on purpose. Okay.
Yeah, but when I would be called gay, I would always say I'm not gay, I'm straight. And that's why when I first came, I think it was this video. I got to look in the comments. I think it was this video where Ethan's in the comments and he's like, "Holy shit, we got to hang out. Like I got to meet you." And I went on his show and the entire chat lit up after I started talking for a minute. And they were like, "Kill yourself, you homo." It was like the whole entire thing was like, "Kick this," it was just like,
no way,
dude. It was just brutal to the point where anytime it would come on, it would be like people would be super chatting, like, "Kill, die, Cecil," like this. It was just like,
oh my God,
this homo out of here. It was just this whole.
I thought I got hate, Jesus.
So then he he actually contacted me off air and he's like, "Hey man, I don't know if I can have you on anymore." He's like, "Are you okay? Like, does it bother you?" I'm like, "Dude."
You're like, I tell people, I see people tell me to go die every day on New York.
But the best thing is, like, I would still, for a while when I would meet people, I would still not drop the voice. So I would like for a while, Ethan didn't know I didn't speak.
Oh my God, that's funny.
And I was like, how do I, they were like, I know it's a put on to some point. And then it's like, some people were just like, I should have never stopped. I should have never stopped.
No.
No,
you should have kept it up with the mask.
I never edit my videos, but this one I'm going to edit in clips, whatever I can use from the last comic book review video. That's where everything went a little haywire for me personally in my personal life, because what happened was I was doing a comic review of, it was going to be Squirrel Girl, which is an Eisner Award winning comic book, which everybody loves, Squirrel Girl. And I thought it would be fun to have it go head to head against an actual Will Eisner comic book, The Spirit #1 from 1972. So I started to do the video, and as most of you know who watch my videos, I do live with my sister's family. I am out of work and do not have a job. So she's been kind enough to let me stay with her. So I was doing the video in the basement, and her girls, she has 2 twins that are beautiful, but they were being very rambunctious and they kept interrupting me. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Diversity, Inclusion, Compassion, Kindness, and Comics. Today's episode is a special one. We're going to put Eisner Award-winning Squirrel Girl against a Will Eisner. Oh, we have more friends. Oh, Sasha. Okay. Sasha Maria, do you want to help me do a comic review? Okay. All right, then. Can you do me a favor? Can you go upstairs and let Uncle... Okay, I gotta start over. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Diversity.
Oh my God, was that real?
Comics. In today's episode, we are doing the Eisner Award-winning Squirrel Girl against an actual Will Eisner comic from 1972, Spirit Number 1. And girls, is that you?
Dude, that covers too.
Oh, God damn it. I asked you, please, nicely, to give me a little space. Do you want to help me do a review of the comic? Okay. So I did something where I thought it would be fun
Oh my
do
God.
the video in the car. Zach used to do his comic book review videos from his car, and he would do them in that, like, I don't know what he had, like a 92 Nissan Sentra or something. So I thought it'd be like nice to like class it up. I was gonna go do it, and my sister's got a brand new big Mercedes SUV. It would be like a classy alternative to what Zach usually does. And so I went, and it was a little chilly that day. It wasn't cold like it is now. It's so gray and cold, but it was a little chillier than normal. So I started the car, and I was running the car with the garage door shut, and it was the middle of the day, so I didn't even think about it. It didn't even occur to me that I was, poisoning the whole house, but I was. So what happened was, it took me about a half hour. I had to get extension cords. I wanted to bring the shredder in the car. I had the car window open with the extension cord. All the while the car's running, probably a half hour. So I start doing the video, and most of it is gibberish. By then, the fumes were starting to get to me, and I didn't know. I even started to shred the comic books that I did like. Normally, the loser gets shredded, but it was a very strange situation. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Diversity, Inclusion, Compassion, and Kindness in Comic Books. We're doing something special today. We are doing it from inside the car. My nieces were being a little bit loud and annoying, so I decided
That's a nice car.
Review. I love Zach. He was the first one. I'll give him credit, but we're gonna do. Okay, I even brought the shredder in. We are going to do the Eisner Award winning. We are going to do.
This is when the fumes were getting to me.
Oh my God.
Bonus. I'm also going to do a review of this fantastic book, this Miss Marvel. Oh my God, number 16 was so good. So I'm going to do the Eisner. I'm going to do the Eisner, and.
But this is your sister's car?
Yes.
Why is there an Eisner Award anyway?
Dude, this Spirit cover is hilarious.
Is Will Eisner? He must have done something that this is the award. This I don't look at this. What he says here. Oh, can I see? Eisner is like Michael Eisner. Did Will Eisner start Marvel, and his son maybe is in Disney? Is that something? Eisner.
I like how it's like in the Disney print.
And this is my favorite part because she goes, bears, I'm going to fight bears and I'm about to take you down.
The fuck? Why is that bear wearing a
with
mask?
My bare hands. What happened to her face, though? Did they ever explain that? I don't understand. What happened to her face? And this character here looks like a racist cartoon. I can't even believe this is who they all love. Look at these.
What the fuck?
I don't understand any of this. I don't know. The winner is. This is a racist cartoon.
What is this? Oh my god!
Award for this.
This is great.
The winner. The winner is Squirrel Girl. She's the best. Everybody loves her. She's the winner, and she gets into the shredder.
Oh my god! You literally shredded it.
That there is. But then all of a sudden, the alarm system at my sister's house goes off for carbon monoxide, and my nieces come running out to the garage, and they start screaming at me. They open the garage door, and they let the fumes out, and they're I'm sorry.
Were the kids in on the joke or no?
I'm sorry. Oh, I think I did something really bad. I do it. Just they take me to the backyard. I started to actually get nauseous. I actually got nauseous on one of my good comic books too, which was upsetting. Oh my god, I did something terrible. I think I shredded all of my Squirrel Girl comics. I filled the house with smoke. I tell mommy I'm sorry.
She said she hates you.
Stop hitting me. Stop.
We hate you. We hate you. Mommy says you feel me hate. We don't like you. Help. Yucky. We hate you.
But it was a huge scene, and so Central Station monitoring called my sister, and they were like, "Oh, we're getting a carbon monoxide." And she said, "It's fine. You don't have to send anybody." And they said, "Oh, we have to. It's the law. You have to, because you might be incapacitated from the fumes. You don't know what you're saying." So then it was very upsetting because there was like 4 fire trucks and an ambulance came, and I had to get administered oxygen and to get all my vitals. They wanted to take me to the hospital, but I was completely mortified, and I did not want to go to the hospital. I was fine once they gave me the oxygen, but my sister was not fine. She was extremely upset with me. Maybe I'll even clip in. She got snippy with me. I have that on tape too. I told her I was going to play it because you got to hear her. You know what? I'm going to play it right now, and now I'm going to talk about it. You wanted to talk to me, Judy?
Cecil, are you taping this?
No, I'm not taping it.
No, we love you and you're welcome to stay here. But when you almost killed a family, I have to put my foot down.
I don't have to take this shit from you, Judy. You know what? I am taping this, and now I'm going to let everybody in the world listen to it and hear what a fucking monster you are. Goodbye, Judy. Unbelievable. Okay, so you heard it. You heard how snippy she was. I did, I understand, I accidentally almost, murdered her family, but I understand it was an accident and there was no reason for her to take that tone with me. And I was, she's very judgmental, I think, that she would talk to me like that. But, and plus, who is she to judge? She voted for Donald Trump. I mean, who's the bad woman? It's her. Okay? I voted for Hillary. I have nothing to apologize for. I'm sorry what happened. I am. I understand that I'm not the ideal house guest. I have not been looking for work as I promised, but she was very upset. So I was basically thrown out of the house, and my father was kind enough from England to
Wait, so like
get
this
me up
was
in a
in
hotel down in
2016?
Miami. It was a beautiful
Yeah.
hotel in South Beach.
Yeah, 2017.
Good Lord. That was great, Cecil.
There's,
Okay.
you want to finish it? There's like a
Yeah,
minute.
finish it.
So I spent 10 days down there, which was nice. I got to see some old friends, but it also made me more depressed because it really just highlighted how, if you want to feel fat, go to South Beach. And you want to feel really fat, gain 70 pounds because Trump won, and then go to South Beach. So basically what I did when I was down there was not frolicking in the surf at all. I was basically just taking advantage of the fabulous restaurants. So I probably put on another 10 from the stress of all of this. And it's been a rough. So I'm back I'm back in Roslyn, and I'm back to doing my videos, and I'm back to doing what people really expect from me. They don't want to hear about my life story. They want to hear my reviews of comic books and my thoughts on seagulls and ducks and what they should be doing together, or if they should be doing together. So please subscribe and hit that notification button or whatever. And I will be back with some new comic book death matches, good comic book reviews where one gets the shredder. That's coming up soon. So thank you for your patience with me. Bye-bye.
That was great.
So yeah, that was one of my original videos.
That was hilarious. Crusader. I still like the other one better. Like
Seen 2 of our.
Which one? Oh, the yeah, okay.
the Wizard of Oz one's my favorite, but this one was hilarious too.
The ET one gets a good
That one was funny too.
but the Wizard of Oz people
I just love that one. Crusader for 2 says, can you ask Cecil about that time he broke his face?
I broke my face multiple times.
Why? Like in fights or like
Fights, yeah. But the big one was last year. I got into a ski accident and face planted. And
ouch.
and I caved in my sinus cavity.
Oh.
And what happened was I went back to the hotel and went to sleep, and I woke up like coughing up blood because it was pouring out of my sinuses down my throat while I was sleeping.
No.
And I got up, and it was going into my stomach, not my lungs, which is good. But I woke up and vomited blood because.
Oh,
and then
God.
I thought I was dying. Like, when you
I freak out too. Like, holy shit. Did you like
So-
go to the emergency room?
I went skiing the next day, and then I went to the doctor, and the guy's just like, "You're gonna drown in your own blood if you don't get surgery like tomorrow."
Wow. Oh my God.
So I got my nose fixed from my earlier faces getting smashed in. So I got a beautiful new nose. It's gorgeous.
So you got a new nose? Can you show us your new nose?
I mean, it's my old nose, but it's without all the breaks. Because your nose has been broken at least 4 times. So
Gotcha. 200-Watt Studios, thank you so much for the $5. Says, have Cecil play the video where he scares his sister's gardener and she kicks him out.
No,
How long is that video?
We're not gonna do it on This Is Your Life. It was when I got kicked out.
Wow.
It was the dog walker. It wasn't the gardener.
Well, everybody, if you want to check that video out, definitely check out Cecil's channel, which is in the description down below, along with his manager's his manager has a Twitter account now for him, so you can follow him on Twitter.
I am not
as well.
allowed to have a Twitter account because I once called a cartoon character a cunt face.
Which cartoon character specifically?
It was Starfire's daughter, who was a 300-pound goth girl.
Yeah.
And Anna did a redraw, and I was like, I was like, she's still. I was like, I don't know what everybody's so mad about. She still left her as a big fat bitch. She just got rid of her cunt face.
And done.
Banned,
You're
banned, banned,
Wow.
lifetime ban. And if they find out I have a new account, that one gets banned. So
Well, that it's not your account. It's his
this one
manager's
is not
account.
mine. This is my manager.
That's right. He's retained a manager. He has a social media manager. So he's not going to be doing fucked up shit anymore because
No, I will
That's
not
right.
make fun of people that don't exist.
that's right. That's
On
right.
this
Stop
plane
it.
of reality, the fictional, literal drawings I made fun of, and
How
so,
dare you? Just
7,000 seems to be the number where I think I had more than that originally, and then I got banned. I might have.
you know what, Cecil? I just want to say that fictional character lives matter, and
How dare you?
Yeah. It's I got so basically I don't know what I might have had like 10,000 subs at the time when I first got banned, and then I keep starting new ones and I grow up. When I get to about 6,000-7,000, then they notice me again and I get banned. So,
That's always how it goes.
Yeah.
Crusader for Two says, ask Cecil about the infamous dog walker incident. Uh-oh, what'd you do?
that was I was in I sometimes wear an alien mask. I was in my sister's backyard. I think I was supposed to be getting a job that day or doing something, and the dog walker came. Well, because I lied and said I was going out to get a job, she sent the dog walker to take the dogs out, but I was at home and I was recording, I was live streaming in a alien mask. So the dog walker had the key to the house and, comes in and then sees this dude that the house is supposed to be empty and there's a guy.
Oh my God.
So this is like live on air. The guy comes in and then like 2 seconds later, my phone, I was like, there's no reason to call her. I'm her brother, all this shit. And then like 2 seconds later, my cell phone rings. Cause of course he was like, there's a dude in an alien mask.
Of course. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't call the cops. Like, holy shit.
So then I was asked to leave and never return. That was
Wow. All right. Well, Mr. Howell makes a good point that gas was probably under $2 back then. When you made that video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Chris Topher for Two says, for the love of God, show me the stream with Anna's mom.
That was on Anna's channel, and
it was
Anna took it, and Nina was in the audience that night.
I was in the audience that night. That was epic. With Sandy on the phone.
I got to speak with Sandy. My favorite thing is her saying to it's just a movie, Anna.
I know.
She's like yelling at her. She's like, Mom, look. She's hitting the button on the lightsaber, but that's not the right button. That wouldn't activate the thing. And she's like, Anna, can't you just enjoy the movie? Like,
honey, Anna, it's just a movie. Oh my God. It was so funny. I mean, I'm sure she hates us for laughing at her, but Anna was funny. Sandy's funny. Anna's stories about her mom are like next level.
Someday I'm going to hang out with the two of them.
You should definitely
get out to California and
take her out for coffee, and I
know I might be Anna's stepdad.
Yeah, at least that way you'll be getting away from Peaches. So,
or will I?
Oh God!
Maybe
oh my God!
Maybe I'll start my own Throlicule.
Now we know who else to add on there. Sandy. Oh my God.
And it'll be Anna in the center, but everybody's with Cecil on the outer side.
Like the relationship is like they're all except for Peaches, who's like the only one that's connected to her. Oh man. Speaking of Anna, I did see this also. I love her to death, but I think she's fucking nuts. So she's in Florida and she went to Gator Land or whatever the fuck this place is called.
Yeah, I've been there and it's pretty lawless.
Dude,
I remember
These
it being
guys.
lawless.
This is Craftsman.
this
Oh,
is
look at how close
fucked
I am.
up.
To these guys.
Like they can jump and grab you. You will like.
They're well fed. You can see like they don't. What alligators when like crocodiles are more territorial. That even if they're full, they'll attack you for being near there, even if they're not hungry. But alligators, once their bellies are full, like you could literally do this.
Cecil, I don't give a fuck.
The truth is, if one of them snaps on her arm, it'll do a spin and her arm comes off like a chicken leg.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's done.
It's done.
And then
No
you'll
going
never
back.
do art again, Anna. How do you risk something like this?
Then you can maybe at best become a drummer for Def Leppard. At best,
Well, she could get a cyborg arm and then she'll probably be even cooler than she is now, but
awesome.
she'll be like cyborg Star Wars girl.
I remember, I don't know if they still do this because this was like the 80s there. This has just been around forever.
Dude, I just think
it's
this
Jurassic Park. It's fucking Jurassic Park. I remember there's a lake there and there was a boat that would go across the lake, and the alligators are so used to being fed off the back of this boat that you'd see like the water moving. There'd be like a dozen or more, 20
Oh my
alligators
God.
following the boat. And then it was just like a railing, like a 3-foot railing around the boat. It's an open air boat, you know. And then people would go on the outside of the railing and lean over with their hands like hanging
Oh my
behind them.
God, these people
And
are
it's like
nuts.
if you fall, your arms and legs are coming off. Like you're gonna get a bite on each of them. They're gonna start spinning. It's gonna be literally twisted off of you, and you might live, but you're losing limbs. If
You are 100%. I think the movie Lake Placid was the one that did it for me. Like I was like, I don't know, like 11, 12, I don't know, maybe 13 when that movie came out. And that movie that movie fucked me up. I was like, I'm never going near this shit. And then so they have alligators and crocodiles here in Cancun. Like
I've seen saltwater crocs over there.
Yeah, so we have them here. And there's signs everywhere, like especially for tourists, like, you know, don't go to the lagoon. Don't go to the lagoon. There's crocs, there's whatever. And you still hear people going there and, you know, being stupid. But I
remember one came up. There was a restaurant in Cancun that was like on the water, and it had like, they were like, oh, there's a saltwater croc coming on through. It was coming right near, and then they were throwing like chickens or something out of the kitchen thing that was on the.
Oh my God, yeah, and they throw fish out at them and everything. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But hey,
but
that's
the
way it is.
Someone in the chat said, yeah, they still do that there.
They hunt them here too. At least they used to. They don't do it anymore as often because they're kind of like their numbers dwindling now. But they used to hunt them here as well. It's kind of crazy. But I just thought she's nuts. I can't believe she got so close to them.
I think, you know, these were literally probably definitely hatched there. So they don't look at humans as food.
Dude, they're alligators.
I know, I wouldn't, but also,
they're alligators.
They're totally completely overfed.
It's like the other day I saw this video, Cecil, of like this dude who was taunting this lion like through the cage.
Grab
one, like
done. You're done.
Done. His finger, his hand is gone. Like
you saw the girl who lost the arm on the Tiger King video. The girl with no arm.
No, I didn't see that.
You ever watched the Tiger King documentary?
No.
She was a handler there and just accidentally her arm snapped into the cage and it ripped it right off.
That's what I'm saying. They're wild animals. You don't know.
The strength of them. You're nothing. Like it'd be like you fighting a squirrel.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like.
I mean, like I love lions and stuff, but I would never go pet one. Like I'm not interested.
No, these things are 500 pounds of muscle. There's nothing.
Have you seen those like videos of like when like people get eaten by lions? It's fucking brutal.
Like I think we talked about this, but the worst is bears. You don't want to get eaten by.
Oh my God, yeah, you don't want to. Dude, I saw that. Like that was a really good description, or like when I saw that in the movie, because The Revenant kind of showed that happen.
Like felines and canines will rip out your throat. They want you dead and then they eat you. Bears just put a paw on you and start eating. They just start
God.
There's so many people like that, like were left
They
alive.
eat you
They
alive.
eat you alive. They don't care. It's not that they want they're particularly cruel. It's just felines and canines have to do that because you're still fighting. But a bear, you know, especially a grizzly, they're like 1,200 pounds. It's like
They
you're
don't
so
care.
insignificant. They don't even need to kill you. Like you're
They
so
don't care.
yeah, you're so low
But I mean,
on the food
like,
chain.
I've dealt with bears before because I lived in Canada. So, like, you know, I've seen bears on my land. I respect the boundaries with bears, but I've had like bear incidents where, like,
Here's the thing. I respect bears' boundaries, but I too go to gay clubs in New York. Sometimes they don't respect my boundaries, and that's my only problem with bears.
I feel that. Okay, speaking of crazy people, though, I'm sure you've been keeping track of the Amber Heard trial and Johnny Depp.
I hang on their every word.
Do you really?
No, but I keep an eye on. I like this guy. I saw him today.
This guy was hilarious, and then the DUI guy's reaction. That's one of the lawyers that hangs out at the trial. Was really funny. So this guy was the TMZ guy that took the stand today and kind of basically. Well, let's watch this clip here.
So you're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you.
A little argumentative, don't you think?
Oh, hardly. I find that to be
Look at
purely.
DUI guy's face.
You're welcome to speculate. I
It
could
was
say the
so
same
funny.
thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you.
A little argumentative, don't you think?
Oh,
Look at his face. So funny.
These are great. They might as well do that. Did you know the black kid going?
Yeah, like
"Oh."
yeah. It
Wait,
literally was like that.
You know
I
how
mean,
did you see-
everybody's expression, like this guy. I mean, there was another chick that was making a face. It was hilarious. Like, and I was watching it live.
hardly. I find that.
And it, look at this guy. This guy right here. Like, there's just so many.
Johnny's
Everybody. Look at
lawyer,
this
too.
chick.
Look at Johnny Depp's lawyer. He's so happy.
Yeah. Look at her. She's so happy too.
But did you see
Even her? She's like, did I just get owned?
She's like zing. She's like, I'm getting roasted by fucking Don Rickles over here. Did you see somebody Chrissy and Brittany did the like a reenactment of the, you know,
Yeah.
and they took that and put it in pointing at the lawyer. Did you see that today?
No, was that on?
Somebody took that scene and superimposed them in it where they're pointing.
Oh my God, I want to see that.
I gotta find it. I was like, this is perfect.
Oh my God, Cecil, somebody did that to Anna.
What?
Oh no. Somebody did what we asked.
Oh, you redhead?
It's Sheila. Sheila did it. Oh no.
Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm in a polyamorous relationship. Normally, when people think polyamory, they think two women and a man in a throuple type relationship together. But that's not what polyamory is. I mean, that's one type. Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm in a
Oh my God, I'm sorry, Anna. Oh no, I went to see if I could find that picture that you're talking about, but is it on Brittany's?
I'll find it.
Okay, you find it. I'm gonna read this super chat by Russell Hall. Says, for 5, bears often go for the face. There are many survivor stories of where victims have their jaws crushed from bites, noses, and even cheekbones ripped away. Dude, I lived in Canada. This is all true. We're all very well versed about bear safety. I had bear mace. I had a bear come up to my door. It was kind of crazy.
Were they Jehovah's Witnesses or something?
I've had those too. My husband scared them off though because he invited them into the house, and then
the bears or the Jehovah's Witnesses?
The Jehovah's Witnesses.
And what do you use? Bear spray to get them out?
No. So he invited them in and he talked to them for like 4 hours, and I was like, why are you doing this to me? But he talked to them for like 4 hours and tried to like question them and like gave them all these books and was like, you know, why are you trying to like convince us? And then they like never came to our house again. Like he like ran them off by like talking to them and trying to convince them that they were wrong. That was the most fucked up shit I've ever fucking seen.
Like,
they never
they
came back.
made them question their faith. They're like,
Yeah.
let's never go back there again.
And then we ran into them once at like a coffee shop, and my husband was like, "Hey, it's that guy!" Like, because it was the Jehovah's Witnesses
And
guy,
now
and,
they
they
know.
knew, and he's like, "Hey," and the guy's like, "Oh my god," and he like walked away.
Wow, so like he's their Jehovah's Witness.
Yes, he pulled the Jehovah's Witness on them.
Here, Sharon, this is the.
Oh my god, this is great. Oh, I love these two girls. They're so great.
They're fun.
Fantastic.
We're trying to get them to go to Houston. I think they're gonna go.
They're going, aren't they? I thought Chrissy's going. And Brittany lives there, so I'm sure Brittany's
in
gonna
Dallas,
go.
right? Yeah, she's not that.
I mean, like in Texas, but it's not that hard to go to Dallas.
I think Dallas but Texas is so big. It's like you live in
yeah, I know.
You live in Canada. It's
I know. It's the
they're in
same
Montreal. Just
yeah, it's just like a 9-hour drive. It's fine.
People don't understand. Like, it's like everybody thinks Canada is like this huge country, which it is, like geographically. But it's like there are less people in Canada than in California, and they're almost all along the border of the United States.
Yeah.
The rest of that whole like landmass is just completely empty.
It's true. We were talking about that with my Mexican friends the other day, because one of them is going to England, and I was like, the population of England is like smaller than British Columbia, and the landmass. Sorry, and it is like it was crazy because British Columbia alone is larger than all of England.
That's crazy.
Russell Halford, she says
the same thing with is Australia. I think there's like 30 million people in Australia.
Damn,
like that's a continent. And it's like, yeah, it's still California has more people than
we have more
than your continent. But in their defense, 90% of it is unlivable hellscape. It's
true. Ricada also says Australia doesn't exist. So I'm kind of on the fence about this Australia thing.
It's like the moon landing for me. It's
right.
Like, I wish Kubrick did a movie about Australia. I'd feel a little bit more secure that it exists, but
yeah. Russell Halford too says somehow tigers kill Russian bears 3 times their size. Wow. I didn't know that. Hey, according to Christy is here, and she says, "Brah, Texas is a big ass state." It is.
Brah. Texas is big.
It is big. 200 Watt Studios for 5 says, "No matter what happens, I get here, and I did tell the truth." Johnny Depp, 05, 25, 22. Yes, that was so powerful. His did you hear his speech in the end? Yeah. It was so sweet, and
it's just so many dudes. Listen, for a lot of this country, every woman knows a dude who's been dragged. Every dude's seen a buddy who's been dragged. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like there's an expression. It's like not every woman can destroy your life, but every woman could.
Yep.
They have the power to. And if you date or marry the wrong one, like literally, like they can destroy every aspect, and they can do it for sport. Like there's no money in it. Like they just, at this point, it's just petty. It's vindictive. And I think once they start, they kind of can't back out, and it just snowballs. And you've seen it, and it's just like this dude would not fucking harm a fly, and you're just ruining his life. Like
I know.
I mean, it's like, and it's a lot of divorces or breakups where she's just like, well, he doesn't want me. Well, I'll make him worthless to everybody else. Like,
well, and that's the thing about and I think this is one of the things that's really kind of shining a light on this. And it's interesting that it happened like right after that whole Will Smith, like during the same time. This trial is happening during the same time as that whole Will Smith thing that happened with Jada Pinkett Smith, and realizing that female psychopaths do exist and how much power they have and what they really do. I mean, one of the biggest ones is Hillary Clinton. I mean, I think that it's really crazy, like how a lot of people just don't really want to see women as having that, being capable of stuff like that, but they are.
Call, like her husband would have affairs with women, and she would contact them and be like, "If you say anything, like, yeah," it's like, and there's multiple women telling that story, like, "Yo, his wife called," and we're like, one of hers, like, cat was dead on the stoop and shit, and it's like. By the way, the count of the amount of business partners of theirs that have committed suicide is 56. Do you know 56 people have committed suicide? I know a couple.
I know a couple. I know, like, a few here and there, but
like, it's really weird.
Yeah.
I think you go into business with the Clintons, there's like a 90%.
There's a good chance that you may
get super depressed at some point.
Go hang out with some alligators at some point that are really hungry. And I don't know. It's kind of fucked up.
None your business says, "Oh my God, Cecil is still a thing." I was never a thing. I'm not still a thing.
Cecil's nah. I mean, well, he's here, so he's definitely a thing. Okay.
I'm a thing on the show.
What do you want to talk about next, Cecil? Do you want to talk about
I want to talk about 19-year-olds finding love.
19-year-olds finding love. Okay.
Got
that
story that's
we
like
can
that?
do. Okay, I have a story like that.
Is it a 19-year-old girl finding love with a 39-year-old man?
No, it's a 19-year-old boy who found love with a 76-year-old grandma.
Even better.
So he proposed to her, apparently. Here they are.
Yes. And you know what her secret is?
What's that?
Toll House cookies.
I think you might be right. I think you might be right. I mean, grandma's cookies.
He comes home from high school and the whole house has just got that smell of fresh cookies. And she's like, "Don't you eat them till after dinner." And he's like, "Just one." And she gives him one. It's a little too hot. The chocolate burns his tongue. And she's like, "I told you." And then it's just, they get to fucking.
She's like, she catches his hands in the cookie jar, and then she's like, "Now I'm gonna spank you." And then it go, one thing leads to another. Oh God.
Did they have an OnlyFans yet?
Okay, I think he has
something. Because that will be the legitimate OnlyFans, because I will be their only fan. That's what it is.
So age ain't nothing but a number. An Italian teen has gone viral on TikTok after proposing to a woman many have mistaken for his grandmother. Giuseppe De Anna. What's up with all these Anna names? I don't know what's going on. 19 took to the social media site on Monday, claiming he had become engaged to his 79-year-old soulmate, whose name has not publicly been disclosed. Deanna's video, which has clocked more than 20 million views. Can we see this video? Where's
he also calls her his whole mate.
Oh my God, there's a video. Okay, hold on. We're gonna watch this. What is this? Oh no. Okay, but I'm gonna have to mute this one though, because it's got like a song. Okay, hold on. It's just the video is just a bunch of pictures of them with music. So there it is.
You think he's hammering it out with her?
Look at that ring.
She's Italian. Listen.
I think they might be. You never know.
What?
They might be doing it.
Listen, I grew up with a Sicilian grandmother. She's the greatest cook of all time. Like, this guy might have had a shit mom. He's got this. She's she's having she's making him chicken
She's
parm.
taking care of him now.
Yeah, he's gonna be fat and happy in 2 years. Forget it. He's getting fed.
He's good. I mean, he's good to go. So that video seen 20 million views. The teen was born in 2003. Oh, fuck, I feel old. Is subsequently seen smooching his gray-haired fiance born in 1946. when you see these numbers, like you're just like, bro, like what the fuck is going on?
He gets her marinara pumping, and she gets his Alfredo pumping.
Oh God, Cecil, that's so gross. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, La Nostra Promesa. Diana's captioned the clip, which translates to our promise.
What's the kid's name? What's his first name?
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
Yeah.
Giuseppe, you make me feel
Giuseppe. Oh my God, she's got like blue hair too. Yeah. She's like one fucking rad grandma.
She's skateboarding. She's so cool. She's the coolest granny. She's like, Giuseppe, you make me feel like I'm a 66. I mean 69.
Oh no. Oh no, God. Sometimes I think like this shit is like totally trolling.
He gave me a cute little nickname. He calls me the Gray Beaver.
Oh my God. Look, there's the TMZ guy.
He's grabbing my titty in the picture.
Oh my God. TMZ seeks to block Johnny Depp from calling ex-employee to testify. Sorry, I got distracted. So this dude, 19, shared a series of photos, blah, blah, blah. The video also shows sparkling diamond engagement ring. How did he afford that? Like, did she buy it for herself?
He took a smaller loan from me.
he took my credit card and I wasn't looking
for it. I said, I put some money in your bank and you put a deposit in my sperm bank.
Oh, God.
You pump some life into me, Giuseppe.
Oh, my God. This is only beginning of a long relationship. Diana wrote, accompanied by a montage of photos of the couple.
It's a long relationship for Giuseppe, like getting a Great Dane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't get too attached.
It's like 4 months. Oh my God. This dude. So people thought that it was his grandma though, which is kind of fucking weird.
Oh, people are so judgmental.
I know, right? It's like, I mean, is it though? It can't be his grandma. Like, okay, so people thinking that it might be his grandma and that they're trolling everyone.
It could be his great grandma.
Do you think it could be like that they're just trolling everybody? Like it is actually his grandma and they're like just trolling everyone?
If it is, honestly, I just lose faith in humanity. If it's not, if they're not real, what do I believe in? I already fell for a few internet hoaxes today.
Is this your new celebrity couple, favorite celebrity couple?
You're my Bert and Lonnie. I hope I still haven't gotten over that breakup. They were perfect for each other.
Bert and Lonnie?
Yeah, Burt Reynolds and Lonnie Anderson.
That's See, I felt like that when Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman broke up.
Yeah, I was really kind of upset, and then I realized, oh, she doesn't have a cock, and then it kind of made sense then. When you put
Do you remember when he was married to Mimi Rogers too?
Mimi.
Do you remember Mimi Rogers? She was pretty.
Yeah, she was Liz Hurley's mom in Austin Powers.
She was? I didn't remember that.
Yeah, she was his like the love, and then he woke up and she was an old woman and he started dating her daughter.
I know that she was also in Legend with him. I think that's where they met, right?
Mimi Rogers was in Legend? I thought it was the other chick, Jennifer.
Was her.
Jennifer Connelly. Wasn't it Jennifer Connelly?
I don't think so. Hold on. Legend with Tom Cruise. Maybe I'm mistaken. let's see the cast here. God, Tim Curry was so great in that. Wait.
Oh no, it was the chick from Ferris Bueller, wasn't it? Who was the girl in that?
I thought it was Mimi Rogers. No, it's Mia Sarah. Never mind.
Yeah, that was Ferris Bueller's girlfriend.
What movie were they in then?
Yo, thank you. Somebody said Jennifer Connelly was Labyrinth. That's right. That's what.
That's okay. That's probably what I'm mistaken.
Yeah, Mia Sarah was the chick that was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
What was Mimi Rogers in with him?
I don't know. I thought they were in stuff together, but I forget what it was. But anyways, do you like Tom Cruise?
Yeah, you know what? Tom Cruise is a cool guy, and I wish he would just come out of the closet. And I don't.
Why does everybody say he's gay? I didn't think he was gay.
I mean, I mean, there's a lot of rumors about it, and I most of them I started actually. I was bored.
Is it because you're jealous?
But
are you jealous he didn't let you in his Scientology club, and then you just
it's a cult that I was actually they wouldn't let me join their cult.
They wanted you out.
They literally grabbed like runaways, and they're like, "This guy's trouble."
Nah,
you know what?
Not this fucking idiot with a mask.
When do we get the Kool-Aid? Are we gonna die soon? They're like, we're not that kind of a cult. We gotta.
Oh my God. Are you looking forward to Maverick? Are you going to go see it?
I'm going to tell you a secret right now.
Tell me.
Never saw Top Gun.
What? Really?
Doesn't interest me.
It's like a classic now.
Yeah, I know.
You want to know secret?
I'm aware of it. I mean, I've probably seen enough clips of it.
I'm the same way. I've never seen it fully either. I've always caught it like, on TV, like when they would play it, like I would just like put it in the background if I saw it on, but I've never seen it from like beginning.
The only thing I would watch regularly is the volleyball scene, but right after that, I usually get very sleepy and I take a nap.
What's your favorite Tom Cruise movie?
That's a good question. Let me pull up his I do like Interview with a Vampire, but he's not really in it that much.
Yeah, he's not in it that much, but that was great.
Tom Cruise. Let me think. I love Risky Business, to be honest.
That's a great movie.
That's one of my favorite movies. It's really good.
Few Good Men is really good. What else? Obviously, Legend.
I'd love A Few Good Men.
Few Good Men was great.
Let's see. I mean, I like the Edge of Tomorrow is really good.
I loved Edge of Tomorrow.
The Risky Business.
Minority Report. That's a good one.
Yeah. The only problem I have a problem with
Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. He was fucking brilliant. It's so he was doing Harvey Weinstein the whole fucking time. Basically.
Was he? I didn't know that. Yeah. Now it makes sense.
I liked him in Magnolia. I like Paul Thomas Anderson movies.
Magnolia was all right.
Let's see.
Magnolia is one of those though that I'll never watch again. Like I watched it once, but I don't think I'll ever watch it again.
Born on the 4th of July, Color of Money. They're all good. Like I like Tom Cruise. I have no problem with Tom Cruise. The Firm was good. Oblivion, I didn't see. I liked Collateral too. That was an underrated movie with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, Collateral was good.
I like the Mission Impossible. Vanilla Sky. I really like.
I love Vanilla Sky. That's probably.
I think that might be my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
God, I have so many.
Like that or Risky Business. That might be my top two. And I liked Eyes Wide Shut. I know a lot of people didn't.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Edge of Tomorrow is excellent. And the Mission Impossible movies are hit or miss, but I like the last few actually a lot. I did
too. I like the one with Henry Cavill a lot. I was like dying the whole time.
Was that Fallout? Was that or
I don't know.
Yeah, those were the last few were good. I don't like
Jared McGuire. That's a good one.
I've learned to get over it, but I kind of hate the mask thing that's in all of those movies where the guy, they pull off a mask and it's like, listen, your friend has like a speck of something on their face and you're like, you look, what the fuck's up? What's on your face? Like, if you're off by a little bit, you know it's not your, like, you know what I mean? Like, you notice if you see somebody every day and then he like puts a rubber mask on and walks into an office of people the guy's been working with for 15 years and it's like, they'd be like, what the fuck's up with your face? Like, you know, like, there is no mask that good. Like, it just doesn't exist. So I'm always like, I always hate the mask thing because I'm like, masks are okay if you're disguising yourself among people who have never seen you before. But he would go into a crowd of people that knew the person he was being, and I'm like, bullshit. It'd be taking 3 seconds. Your brain is like, something's off. Something's wrong. And it always takes me out of the story. Vanilla Sky sucks, said Ron Martin.
I liked it.
I liked it too. I like the original too.
200 Watt Studios for 5 says for their anniversary, he bought her a subscription to Lubricant of the Month Club. Oh God.
Well, whose anniversary?
For the 76-year-old woman with the 19-year-old boy.
No.
For Giuseppe. I'm going to give you the Lubricant of the Month Club.
Giuseppe, you're making me like I'm sitting in a puddle.
Oh no!
Oh, my bad. I urinate.
Chrissy needs to get her on Simpcast.
Who?
The grandma.
You want to find out your Giuseppe?
We need to ask about how she landed this 19-year-old. Like, what's your secret? Valiant Renegade for 10 says, I'm here now. You can start the party. Okay. Let's start over, Cecil. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Hello.
Okay, let's talk about this crazy Disney story. So Disney's in the news again because they're a bunch of dicks. And they made fun of somebody that they really shouldn't have made fun of. I think this was like extremely in poor taste. I think that, you know, Disney is just, they do questionable shit all the time. But then I sometimes wonder, like, did they do this on purpose? Because this is fucked up. So
you know what though? Like,
this is what's going on.
In poor taste, I'm okay with.
I mean, this is fucked up though, because they're like, so Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers is under fire for mocking original Peter Pan child star Bobby Driscoll, who turned to heroin and died penniless after being dumped by Disney. So this kid,
they were not making fun of him for real.
They literally made fun of him because this kid supposedly, some say the reason that he was basically let go of Disney after, after he was the voice for Peter Pan. He starred in roles like Song of the South, So Dear My Heart, The Treasure Island, and so on.
1946. You're calling him a kid. This kid
at the time, like he was a child star.
This is like Giuseppe calling his wife a kid.
No. He was a child star. So he starred in these movies at the time when he was a kid. And then when he grew up, when he got older, like about 16, he got fired. And some say that the severe case of puberty-induced acne prompted Disney to sever its contract with this girl, Driscoll, in 1953, according to biographer Mark Elliott, who wrote about Driscoll in 1993 book, The Walt Disney Hollywood's Dark Prince. It was more due to the general hatred of child actors from RKO head of Howard Hughes. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Elliott said that when Howard Hughes bought RKO, he in effect became the owner of Disney Studio. He controlled the money and he hated Bobby Driscoll. He hated Hollywood kids. He thought they were precocious, weren't real, and were incredibly annoying. He didn't want Bobby Driscoll to be with Disney anymore. So they fired the guy.
Can you look up Bobby Driscoll? I want to see what he looks like.
Yes, there he is.
That's not him. He looks like everybody from the 50s.
I know, right? He wasn't that bad looking. I mean, I guess this is without his acne face or whatever. But so what happened was
Howard Hughes was like, lose the pizza face.
Yeah.
Cool.
Whatever the reason, Driscoll was suddenly and rudely dropped from Disney when he was 16 years old and reportedly was even banned from re-entering the studio the same year. I mean, what do you want to bet? Maybe like somebody banged him and then was like, you can't come near this place anymore. Like they just were like, you out. Like maybe some stuff went down because this kid goes on a bender. The same year, Driscoll moved out of his parents' house to New York City to study acting. It didn't go well. Despite some TV role, Driscoll never recovered from his traumatic experience as a child actor. In 1961 magazine article titled The Nightmare Life of the Ex-Child Star, an adult Driscoll wrote, I was lonely most of the time. A child actor's childhood is not a normal one. People continually say, what a cute little boy, creates innate conceit. But the adultation is only one part of it. Other kids proved themselves once, but I had to prove myself twice with everyone. In the same article, Driscoll described his marriage dissolving and becoming virtually homeless. 4 years later, at age 31, Driscoll was found dead on a New York City park bench, surrounded by beer bottles. He died from a hardened arthritis. What is
Hardened
this?
arteries at 31?
Mhm.
Holy shit.
A side effect of heroin use. His own mother didn't know that he had died until a year and a half after he was found, and the public wasn't alerted to his death until the re-release of the Song of the South in 1972. So now in an unambiguously tragic story, as if you know, and if you know Driscoll's story, it makes the jokes about Peter Pan and the new Chip and Dale movie a lot less funny. Sure, the new live action animation hybrid film takes a lot of shots at Disney's properties, as well as a few non-Disney properties like Paramount's Ugly Sonic. But in the context of Driscoll's treatment at Disney and the presence of an old, overweight Harry Peter Pan, goes by the name Sweet Pete and runs an illegal bootleg operation after being tossed aside by the studio, feels a tad insensitive. So here's the clip, because I pulled up the clip of this Peter Pan because I was really kind of curious to know what they're talking about. We're gonna watch this. It's just like 20 seconds, so we're just gonna pause it every once in a while so I don't get claimed. And we're gonna look at this.
I got cast in the biggest movie in the world as the boy who wouldn't grow up.
So
okay, that's him.
That's what he's saying.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
I've never been so happy in my entire life. Then I got older, and they threw me away like I was nothing.
This business can be so tough.
So that's like literally what happened to him.
You said it. I was scared, desperate, and all alone.
And apparently, like, they wrote this out in the guy's autobiography.
Wow.
And so it's really weird that they put that in.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. It's, you know what, we give Michael Jackson a hard time for, him, spending time with kids, but you got to remember these kids, like, they were very lonely before Michael Jackson child stars, without him, before he was there to rape them.
Wait, no.
How dare you?
What I'm saying, they were very lonely. At least he gave a lot of them, he could hang out. It was a place to chill. There was a zoo.
No, I don't buy. Do you really buy into that whole Michael Jackson thing?
Oh no, I'm on his side. I was saying, like, he was like really like a great. It was almost like the Boys Club or like YMCA for child stars. I think it was great, and people give him a hard time, but Bobby Driscoll could have used Michael Jackson, but or vice versa.
They're telling me to hear you out. I guess I can open my mind to that. 201 Studios for 2. Giuseppe, get down here. Mommy needs. Oh no,
Mama, you gotta use a more spit, Giuseppe.
I couldn't even finish the sentence. Thank you, 200 Watt Studios. Milton for $1.99 says, "Hail Nina and Cecil, wonderful chat." Thank you. I think it's going well. Vigilante. I was gonna call you vigilante.
Literally, the last sentence I said was, "You got to use some more spit, Giuseppe." You're like, I think it's going well.
Well, I'm laughing a lot, so I think it's going well. Valiant Renegade for $5 says, so let's just keep killing all your childhood heroes and fantasies. I gotta love his new age thinkers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Finally sticking it to Bobby Driscoll.
Yeah, like after he's been dead for God knows how long. It's like, let's spit on his grave that's unmarked because people didn't even know he was dead. It's like the saddest story you've ever heard. And then they're like,
I didn't even know.
It.
I just found out he was dead. I didn't even know he was sick, to be honest.
It's so sad. It's terrible. And then Disney treats people like this all the time.
Even Gina Carano.
Yes. It's crazy. And apparently, like, so in the new movie, by the way, the Peter Pan becomes the villain of the movie. And they just like that. Have you seen it? I'm guessing you haven't seen this movie. This is the new Chip and Dale movie.
I'm a grown adult male.
Well, I mean, people.
Why would
weird.
Why would I see? I am weird, but I don't
know.
I'm not gonna watch a Smurf movie, or
you might be like, I want to live the days gone by again, and I'm just gonna watch Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
When I get like I guess I want to like hankering for Days Gone By or reminisce. I watch Gone with the Wind.
Really?
Or as I call it, the good old days.
The good old days, because you're that old. So you must have hung out with Biden a lot.
Well, yeah, me, him, and Robert.
Were you guys buds?
And Robert Byrd, we were drinking buddies.
Oh my God. Okay, let's talk about this last story because I thought this was really fucked up too. So this UFC fighter, he's in jail right now. He didn't do it. Defense attorney claims innocence for accused molester Harry Golarte, alleged a Cain Vasquez target. Actually, wait, this is not the article I wanted to start with. This is the one, because originally this is what happened. So the ex-UFC champ accused of attempted murder was targeting a child molester, say the police. So this dude right here, he finds out.
A guy molested his son many times.
Yeah. So it wasn't his son. It was a 4-year-old relative who apparently, according to this other article, because that Fox one,
they don't say the actual relation because they don't want to identify the kid. But I think
they don't say, but they do say something really weird in this article because they say that there it is. It says, according to investigators, Golarte or whatever sexually assaulted a 4-year-old child at daycare he resided at, run by his mother. The child, who later was identified as a relative of Velasquez, told investigators that guy took the child to the bathroom and touched the child's genitals. The child said happened 100 times, and that other children were seen going into the bathroom with the guy. So 2 days after his arrest, he was granted a $50,000 bail. 1 day later, Velasquez allegedly pursued and fired a gun at him while he was not physically injured. His stepfather, Paul Bender, was struck by a bullet in the shoulder.
Yeah, he was driving the guy away. He fired at the car. Really, Joe Rogan said it correctly. He said it would have been better if he just caught the actual guy and beat him to death with his own bare hands. And I got to agree.
I mean, I kind of agree with that too, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, because they're kind of like throwing the book at this guy for doing this. But at the same time,
that's the way it is. Fucking,
this other dude was a child molester. Like,
yeah, and you were driving away a child molester. Like, fuck them all. Like, I have no sympathy. Like, fuck off.
I have no sympathy either. It's like, and like technically, I mean, everyone's saying like, innocent until proven guilty, and I'm a big proponent of that. I'm a big proponent of innocent until proven guilty. Sure, but if he is molesting kids, I think I'm fine with him getting chased down and shot. Like, I think I'm fine with it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this situation?
My thoughts will get your channel struck. So I'm gonna go. Yeah,
The wall. The wall. Is that what your thoughts are?
Up against the wall.
Okay. The wall.
Done.
All right. Done. Okay. We're on the same page, Cecil. This is good. See, strides are being made.
There's no, yeah, that's like that's like I think probably the most evil thing you could do. It's pure evil.
I agree, but I also think that the second evil thing might be the idea that they're just letting these people get away with it because they didn't even give a shit. They didn't even arrest this guy at first. Like he got arrested like later, and now it's just now he's up for like bail. Like I feel like if you get arrested for molesting a 4-year-old, I don't think there should be a bail set. That's fucking crazy. People should, like, you don't deserve to get out.
The good thing is if that guy does go to jail, it's that's not a joke. The treatment of anybody who does things to kids in jail, that is 100% real. I know people have done a couple of stints. I know a couple of people that did some decent time, and they're like, honestly, they're like, if I ever got arrested or falsely accused and went, it's like I'd kill myself before I went. The treatment in there of them, and because the guards, first of all, most criminals have had abuse in their past. They've had come from abusive. Like they're literally, you're allowed to go and you're pissed off that you got a life sentence. Take it out on that guy.
I've heard that about the kid diddlers and also like rapists. Like I've heard that some rapists do get it really badly.
It's usually on anything with kids. Like kids is like that's like the universal.
Isn't it so weird that criminals have like a line too?
It's
like
evil. Like it's because it's absolute innocence. It's fucking it's next level evil. Even a bad guy knows this is bad.
I know, like
even Tony Montana didn't want to blow up kids.
Right, exactly.
And he's a mass murderer.
Wait, is Tony Montana like the main character from The Sopranos?
No, Scarface.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I've never seen. Okay, Scarface I've seen.
There's a scene where they're supposed to blow up a car and he sees kids in it.
Yes, and then he doesn't do. I remember that.
Yeah, so even like a mass murderer.
Yeah.
Kids is usually the limit, even for evil people.
I've never seen The Sopranos. That's why I asked.
That's Tony Soprano.
I need to watch that shit.
It's great. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. What is your favorite crime movie? Like
well, I mean,
series. Like Sopranos, The Wire.
Bad. I know those are both like, but I would say one of the best single season of television was True Detective season 1 with Woody Harrelson and Matthew
that
McConaughey.
Shit was good.
That might be a perfect one season. It fucking was riveting. It was so fucking good. The acting was so good. I mean, Matthew McConaughey, I was never a big Matthew McConaughey fan, and you know what, that show was going on when he was up for the Oscar, and I'm guaranteed that's why he won the Oscar that year. Because that's what everybody was watching. He was so fucking good.
Amazing performances. Like it was such a good detective story. And I was just like, I mean, the pacing, everything. Did you guess the murderer? Like I didn't even guess. And I'm usually good at those. Don't spoil it, but did you guess?
Well, yes. There was a scene where he's questioning him and he doesn't recognize him. And I was like, I think that's him.
Oh,
yeah. And then when at the end when he's like, I don't want to ruin it, but I mean,
it was so good, absolutely amazing. Hell yeah, absolutely amazing.
The
Like,
acting in it is so good, and you know, it's a slow burn, but it's
it
really
is.
good. It,
But in the
it-
best of ways. Like it is just so good. Like it's just one of those things where you don't really get those kind of shows anymore.
no, there's
So
nothing like it. And season 2 is such a. I mean, it
that was a
was
letdown.
yeah, a huge letdown. But it's
Season 3 picked up again though. Did you see season 3?
no.
It was good.
Was it the original director and writer? I heard that he was coming back. So
I
don't know.
think so. And it was better. Like it was definitely better. Not like the first season, but it
That
was
was-
definitely
that was- yeah,
better than the second season.
It was so good. Like I loved every minute of that show.
I just gotta really watch The Sopranos. Like it's come to a point in my life where I'm like, I think I gotta watch The Sopranos. I was a huge Wire fan. Have you seen The Wire?
Wire was excellent too. I mean, Wire had like, you know, there were some times when you're slogging through it, and then it just became great again. But that's because it was such a long series. So of course it can't always be fired. Like True Detective fired on everything because it was one season. So,
It was and it was short. Was
Yeah.
it what was it like 13 episodes? 14?
I don't even think so. Maybe 8, something like that.
Oh, it might have been 8. Yeah, it was. I remember I watched it in like one sitting. Like I couldn't stop. I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, I watched it when it was you'd have to wait every Sunday. So I remember it ending and being like, you know, I mean, that's
I
great.
waited for that. That's like I waited and I like made sure like that they were all out so that I could binge it because I was like, there's no fucking way in hell I'm gonna like
But it's
not
like-
want to binge this.
Other than Game of Thrones, I can't remember the last time where I was like that it ended and I was like, next Sunday the next one is coming. You know, you're sad.
Yeah.
It's coming out. Although I'm nowhere near as excited, but a decent show. What's up, Anna?
Hi, Anna.
She woke up. She's been traveling.
We talked about you a little bit, Anna.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
But what the fuck was we just talking about? Oh, Barry on HBO. I don't know if you're catching that.
No.
With Bill Hader. It just started its 3rd season. You could rip through it really quick. They're short episodes, but it's excellent.
Is it good? Barry?
Barry. It's, you know, it's a dark comedy, and then it's very much in the tone of Breaking Bad, where
I think I started watching it and I couldn't get into it because it
give
sounded
it. Yeah, I think it had a rough start. A lot of people they didn't get, and then the people who did make it through are hooked. But you got to just get it. The tone is the thing is it's murder. It's this, but it's a comedy, and then people they kind of can't bridge the gap.
Yeah,
the comedy and this guy. And then once you commit to it, or you know, it wins you over, you're in. You're like, I'm all right, I'm in. You get, and then it just gets darker. Like the comedy gets less and less, and it gets darker and darker. And it's like, I love that. Like the way
I think that's what it is with me. Is I like my comedy to be comedy and my dark shit to be dark. Like I don't want to mix the two.
That's where, and that the first season of Sopranos and even Breaking Bad was almost a little bit comedic too, like the way that they did
at the beginning. Yeah.
Sopranos
picked a lane, you know.
First season of Sopranos is very much like that, because when I recommend Sopranos to people, are like, I didn't like it, and it's like it's literally the same thing with Barry, same thing with Breaking Bad, same thing with the first season was just finding that tone.
Well, the funny part about Breaking Bad, though, is that the first season was like literally 4 episodes. And so that's why, like, whenever people are like, oh, I can't get into Breaking Bad, man. Like, I can't get into the first season. I'm like, the first season's like literally 4 fucking episodes, dude. Like you can watch 4 fucking episodes.
Give Barry another chance, because you'll get hooked into it. I just finished the last episode like last night, and I'm like looking forward to Sunday now, like, which is weird.
Oh, that's weird. All right, maybe I'll try it again at some point.
But it's the same thing. It's that first season where they're trying to do a dark comedy, and for a lot of people, they're just like not getting it, because that's a tough thing to pull off, is to have like a hitman comedy. You know what I mean? It's like it just doesn't.
Wasn't Dexter kind of like that too? I mean, I never saw Dexter.
They all had that beginning where they did it tongue in cheek, and then it got more and more serious as it went on. You know what I mean? But they all kind of start with that. Yeah, Barry, it's really good. You'll get into it. If you make it to the end of the first season, you're in. You're done.
Okay, I'll give it a try. I'll trust you, Cecil. Well, which one should I watch first then? Sopranos or Barry?
Well, you know what it is? I would jump into Barry just because it's shorter, and they just started the third season because it was delayed because of COVID. So it took, and the episodes are shorter. You'll catch up.
Okay.
You know what you'll end up doing? You'll end up ripping through it. Like once you get in, by the end of the first season, you're hooked, and you'll tear through the second season. Like,
okay,
you'll sit down in one sitting. You'll do like.
So Anna, I don't know if you're still in the chat or not, but we talked about you a little bit because we saw this TikToker make a video. Her name was Anna, and then Sheila Aliens made this of you. You can blame her, not us.
Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm in a polyamorous relationship. Normally, when people think polyamory, they think two women and a man in a throuple type relationship together. But that's not what polyamory is.
Oh, poor Anna. I had to cough. Sorry.
That's all right.
Okay. Last thing I'm going to show you before we call this show is this funny video. So I have this other show, Infinite Hope, that usually happens on Fridays.
I have watched it. It's a wonderful show.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I usually talk about good things happening.
Like
and I talk about
Giuseppe finding love with his grandma.
I won't be talking about that on Infinite Hope this week, which, by the way, is going to be starring Brittany Venti as well.
Oh,
she's gonna come hang out with me.
I mean, why not? It's Infinite Hope. Why should the grandma? She landed a 19-year-old.
There's no way to go with this. But usually I show videos of like, baseball players catching or like people catching baseball home runs and then giving it to a kid because the kid's there, But today I saw this and I laughed because it's from New York. So Yankees fan steals Aaron Judge's ball out of little kid's gloves.
That's the most New York headline you could fucking have, isn't it? Like,
here it is.
Here you go, kid.
That's grand theft. Look at that. Little guy tried to get it into his glove.
Oh my God. That's
Aaron Judge was even disgusted. He's like, I gotta just.
He's like, are you fucking kidding me right
and
now?
he's a big dude. I think he's like 6'5", Aaron Judge.
Look at this guy's face.
He's looking at him. He's like, this is Aaron Judge losing hope in humanity right
he's
there.
Just like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
He's like, that's him losing all faith. Like, are you serious?
I mean, does this happen often in New York?
Things getting stolen? Yes.
Look at this guy. He's like, he stole the guy's ball.
This fucking guy.
Look at this guy.
Look at this mook. Hey, that's the kids.
Oh my God. What would you do, Cecil, if you were at a game?
If I saw that, I would do it.
No, not if you saw that. If you caught the ball, would you give it to the kid or would you check it from the kid?
Oh, you mean if I caught a foul ball and there was a little kid there?
Yeah.
I would give it to the kid.
Would you?
I got like, I accumulate so much shit. I opened a drawer the other day and there was a Doc Gooden fucking baseball signed in it. I was like, what is this? I was like, fucking threw it.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I have like one with Wally Backman, Doc Gooden, I have a whole shit ton of like fucking 86 Mets stuff. And I'm just like, I don't even know what the fuck it is. I'm like, I wish I knew somebody who would want this. Like, just take it. I don't need that ball at all. If I caught it, it'd be fun that I caught it, and I'd be like, I don't need this.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think that what would you do if you saw the guy? Like if you were this guy here, like, wait, we should go read the replies. Do you think that the replies would be funny? I don't know. Okay, hold on. But if you were this if you were this guy right here, the guy that was going like this, would you beat the shit out of that guy and be like,
in days gone by, like if this happened in the 80s, 90s, the guy would have got stomped out.
really?
Oh yeah, but it's like cameras and security. Like you start throwing punches, you're banned from the stadium forever. So yeah, you couldn't do this shit because there'd be mob justice in there. Like
what about like if you were this guy, you wouldn't like wait outside in the parking lot?
No one, everybody's
being
being filmed. Every move you're doing is in 4K at this point.
Would this be something that Cecil from Cash Grab would consider going after? Like the superhero.
Back in the day, the entire bleachers would be raining beers on that guy. Like, no, that's not even a joke. Like, but now if you're even caught throwing something, you're banned.
You're gone.
So
You're
it's
banned.
like no one does shit anymore because it's just like when you see somebody.
Nothing is fun anymore. It's like it's
fun.
just like in the NBA, because I've never really been a basketball or a baseball fan. I've always been more of a basketball fan. But I feel like basketball is like so changed now too. Like you can't do anything fun anymore. They don't even let you taunt. Like remember the Mutombo and his like or like like the certain things that made basketball really really fun that you can't even do anymore because it's all pussy ass shit now. It's like
basketball has become soccer.
I know.
It's
so lame now. It's like
we only have hockey left for where there's like guys who's like, still drop the gloves and throw a punch.
Yes.
Fucking, but it's now you're watching like.
And even that they want to put a stop to that because a bunch of people
know.
got like a concussion or whatever, and they're like, "We got to stop this now." And it's like, "Oh, fuck off."
I played hockey as a kid, and I remember I got this tooth knocked out, which is getting fixed next month.
Ow!
And I had teeth knocked out, and I just remember coming home. I don't know, it was like 12, and I was like, "Oh, my tooth got knocked out." And I thought my father was going to be like, so like. He just like looked at me. He goes, "You're gonna play hockey, you're gonna lose teeth."
Yeah,
and that's it. And he just walked past me, and I was like,
that's a Canadian thing. Like we're in Canada, like all the kids are like without teeth, like all the boys.
So many. I used to meet like a lot of Rangers at clubs in New York, like, and it's wild. You see, like a lot of these guys are very like good looking. They're almost looking models. They're built like fucking Greek gods. Seriously, the hockey players you don't realize because of all the pads, they're like shredded.
Yeah,
they're insanely in shape.
Yeah,
and you bullshit with them for a while, start drinking with them, whatever, and eventually the teeth start coming out. They're like pulling out.
Oh yeah, like, oh, yeah. I know. I totally know what you're talking about. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Tatsunami, thank you so much for the 5. Says, is Cecil transforming into a Chad or is it me? Less fat, less fun, less funny is thing.
Oh, I'm still fat. Don't worry.
I don't know if you're fat. Like I feel like you've been losing weight. I see you go to the gym. Good for you.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm not fat.
Okay.
I'm just less fat.
You're just less fat.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. 200 Watt Studios for 5 says 19-year-old finding 76-year-old. That's like a water bottle landing in a desert. Wow. Okay.
Giuseppe, you're making me feel things.
Wow. Well, Cecil, thank you so much for being here. That's basically all I got for topics and stuff. It's been an amazing show.
How long? 2:28. We went 28 minutes over.
Yeah, it's been a good show. We were having fun. So I want to thank you again for coming on. It's been really wonderful, and I hope you had fun here.
This was great.
So tell everyone again where they can find you.
I am on Cecil Says on YouTube. Give me a sub. And pretty soon I'm going to start putting out more content consistently. Like I'm going to try to do a few weekly shows.
That's good. You should.
Right now I just do Jack Show once a month when it comes to me. So it's not a lot of content, but
Whose channel is going to be the Jack Show tomorrow?
That's tomorrow night. It'll be on John Malin's show,
Okay.
which is just John Malin on YouTube. And you can follow my management company at what is it now? Cash Grab.
Cash Grab. And
Cash
it's
Grab Comics.
in the description down below. His manager's Twitter is there. His channel's there. Everybody make sure that you go and follow him. Everybody wants you to fire up a stream now. So you should probably go do that.
I gotta be about 7:30 tomorrow morning.
So
And I got surprise drunk last night because Anna was
surprise drunk.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on drinking or streaming, and Anna was in her hotel, and me and John came on with her till like, I don't know, 4 in the fucking morning.
Oh, I kind of like tuned into that, and then but I think it was at the beginning, and she was having all these problems, and I was like, oh, they're probably going to end it, and then you ended up going for like 4 hours. So I was like, whoa. Yeah. I was watching it. I was watching something, so I was like, I'll tune back in, and then I didn't end up tuning back in. I was like, holy shit.
I should have tuned out early because I was dying this morning, and then I was drinking whiskey the whole time, and then I had to get like oral surgery, and then I'm like, I know I stink like whiskey to my dentist.
Oh my God. Oh, by the way, what is the status of Cash Grab?
It is being fulfilled this summer.
It's being fulfilled this summer.
We're working out a fulfillment. I have 3 people who I'm talking to right now who are in the running to get the job of doing the fulfillment. I should know maybe by the end of this month, next couple days.
Cecil, you know, Cash Grab was my first Comicsgate purchase ever. And I still haven't received it. I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying.
I hope I haven't let you down.
No.
Not good.
I was warned. I was warned that I will never get it. So, you know, I was like, I believe in Cecil. I think he can do it. I still believe in you. I mean, I think it's a great idea. So I hope you get it out because it looked really fucking funny.
You know what I sold? I always tell people way more valuable than some comic book. What I sell is hope. And every day you go to a mailbox and you hope it comes. You want to put a price tag on hope?
Hey, I'm infinite hope girl.
Yeah.
Cecil, we'd make a great team. I'm into like just being hopeful and every day.
$20 for what? What is it now? 2 years of hope?
I know.
It's bargain.
It's something that I kept looking forward to hearing about, because the funny part too is I couldn't figure out to send. I didn't want to risk it, so I didn't give you my Mexican address just in case that the one time you decide to send it, you end up sending it and it doesn't arrive to me. So I gave you my Canadian address.
Now oh my God. So it's going to be there. So, you're going to want to get home so badly when it's
so one day when it arrives, I'm going to have to get my friend to mail it to me to Mexico through Canada, because I can't ever go back to Canada. So I don't think I'll ever get to see Cash Grab. Even
you
when
don't think you'll ever? I'll send you the PDF.
Whatever. Even when you know what, that might be a good idea, because even when you mail it out, I won't be able to see it.
I'll send you a one down to Mexico too.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay,
I'll just send you my PayPal where you can send the money.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
You asshole.
Any money you give to me, I'll donate to the ACLU.
Okay, you know what? I pledge to you that I will pay you $500 for
done.
For Cash Grab.
Done and done.
That you can take that pledge to the bank.
I'll send you a reader's copy. We'll call it.
Perfect. Perfect. You can take my pledge to the bank of Never Gonna Get It. It's a really good bank pledge place.
I'm selling hope to Canadians and Mexicans.
You're doing the Lord's work, Cecil. Just the Lord's work. Well, thank you again for being on here. It's fantastic. And everybody, sub to Cecil. Follow Cecil's manager on Twitter. As for me, you can catch me on my channel on Friday for Infinite Hope with Brittany Venti. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.
Bye, y'all.